defenses go.
Breaking bikes, left and right, survive the night. Easy peasy. Lord of the mushrooms, king of the rats, is now the great papaya. Mega Mogwai swim stream, and the others are nothing. Nothing to the king of mushrooms, secret king of rats, the great papaya. Grappler.
Subscribe to
Is too big for him. Top decks like a god.
Swing for defenses go.
Breaking bikes, left and right, survive the night. Easy peasy. Lord of the mushrooms, king of the rats, is now the great papaya. Mega Mogwai swim stream, and the others are nothing to the king of mushrooms, secret king of rats, the great papaya. Grappler.
Subscribe to
Is too big for him. Top decks like a god.
Swing for defenses go.
Breaking bikes, left and right, survive the night. Easy peasy. Lord of the mushrooms, king of the rats, is now the great papaya. Mega Mogwai swim stream, and the others are nothing to the king of mushrooms, secret king of rats, the great papaya. Grappler.
Subscribe to
Papaya.
「 Grab, 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 papaya, 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 grab, papaya
No challenge is too big for him. Top decks like a god.
A god. Swing for the fences. A god.
Breaking bikes left and right, survive the night. Easy peasy. Lord of the mushrooms, king of the rats, is now the great papaya. Mega Mogwai swim stream, and the others are nothing. Nothing to the king of mushrooms, secret king of rats, the great papaya. Grappler.
Subscribe to Grappler. defenses go.
Breaking bikes left and right, survive the night. Easy peasy. Lord of the mushrooms, king of the rats, is now the great papaya. Mega Mogwai swim stream, and the others are nothing. Nothing to the king of mushrooms, secret king of rats, the great papaya. Grappler.
Subscribe to
Is too big for him. Top decks like a god.
Swing for defenses go.
Breaking bikes left and right, survive the night. Easy peasy. Lord of the mushrooms, king of the rats, is now the great papaya. Mega Mogwai swim stream, and the others are nothing to the king of mushrooms, secret king of rats, the great papaya. Grappler.
Subscribe to
Is too big for him. Top decks like a god.
Swing for defenses go.
Breaking bikes left and right, survive the night. Easy peasy. Lord of the mushrooms, king of the rats, is now the great papaya. Mega Mogwai swim stream, and the others are nothing to the king of mushrooms, secret king of rats, the great papaya. Grappler.
Subscribe to
Papaya. 'Cause 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 ' No challenge is too big for him. Top decks like a god.
A god. Swing for the fences. A god.
Breaking bikes left and right, survive the night. Easy peasy. Lord of the mushrooms, king of the rats, is now the great papaya. Mega Mogwai swim stream, and the others are nothing. Nothing to the king of mushrooms, secret king of rats, the great papaya. Grappler.
Subscribe to Grappler.
Grab, 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 grab,
go.
Breaking bikes, left and right, survive the night. Easy peasy. Lord of the mushrooms, king of the rats.
11 minutes. What is up, guys? We are live, and welcome everybody to the stream. There's a lot of people on here today. Devil May Cyclone, Yo Bob, as always, Mr. Black Stallion, Shinto RB, have on here also Razor Ninjas, Sucky King, Ethelip, Moogie. Who else do we have on here? 1 minute back again. Vanquish. And a lot of repeated names. Dubby God, Mr. Cloudy, Shayant, Sky Dolnoa, I Never Heal, Alexation, everybody else. Hope you guys are having a great day. Where's my Lilia loving editor? Missing. He finished university. Now he's a man making millions as an engineer. Thank you for following there, Alexation. Welcome to the stream, brother. Good to have you on with us. And we are getting into these awesome reveals. Also, Tams, thank you for your sub, man. 64 months. Although you're not supposed to sub, you're my editor. You're not supposed to give me money back that I pay you. It's fine. It's fine. He needs to see that Lilia alt art. Swagger is a Lilia. He is a Lilia main. True. Speaking of alt art, have you guys seen Diana's? Holy crap. Brother. What the hell is that? One of the worst looking overnumbers I've seen. She looks like she comes from the Powerpuff Girls. But yeah, we've got a lot of cards to cover. Although no Chinese cards have dropped yet. We've not had the Chinese cards. We only have NA cards. Dan and Ivern overnumbers look sick. Really? I haven't seen the Ivern one. Or are you drinking coffee? What time is it there? It is currently 2:45 a.m. I might play Diana purely for ult. I think it's awesome. Lilia overnumbered is questionable. I haven't seen it. Jhin is the only that matters. True. Shayant, thank you for the 2-time Prime sub, man. Thank you very much.
Enjoying the Riftbound content. Been around since Law Smile.
Yeah, Riftbound is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it as well. I really, I miss Legends of Runeterra reveals, you know, like reveal season with new cards, and this hits the same, it's like the same thing almost. So I'm enjoying this a lot. Your right pec is so sore, I feel nothing on my left pec. Ever happened to you, Grap? No. No, it hasn't. Ivern is good. I don't know if he's good. I've glanced at the cards a little bit. Like, off the top of my head, I know what Vex does. I know what Diana does. I know what Jhin does. By the way, Jhin looks amazing. Man, I might become a Jhin main, dude. Jhin looks amazing. Holy crap. What the hell is that Jhin legend? My god. He looks fun to play. It's my playstyle as well. It's just like full reactive, boom, 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 and have fun. Oh, man. He's a poor man's Kai'Sa. No, he's better than Kai'Sa, bro. Actually, is he better than Kai'Sa? That's a good question. He's different color than Kai'Sa, right? Isn't Jhin blue? Isn't Jhin red purple? Or am I crazy? Wait, am I insane? Wait. He can't be, right? Because we have too many red purples. What is Jhin? Where's Jhin? Where is Jhin? He is red-blue. Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, maybe he's not as good as Kai'Sa, now that I think about it. Maybe Kai'Sa's better than Jhin. It's going to come down to the champion hero, and it's going to come down to his signature cards, I guess. Sorry. I actually thought he was red-purple. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be broken. Sorry about that. It's because stuff like Hard Bargain would cost 4, no power. And I'm like, yeah, Jin's going to be broken. If he's red and blue, not so much. Have you considered doing leak videos in the morning? Because now the hype kind of simmers down a bit. Well, I always do my streams at this hour, number one. And number two, we usually get Chinese cards at these hours. So I'm like the first person to cover the Chinese cards. All 4 Swagger favorite champs in Riftbound. We got overnumbered. Art and LeBlanc does not work with interplay effects. Purple Diana might be broken. I mean, there's just so much stuff to see. But let's take things one step at a time. We are currently having coffee. We're going to caffeinate. And we're going to hope we get a couple of Chinese cards in the meantime. I'm adding Diana to my Aurelia deck day 1. Okay. Yeah, that looks really sick. And, isn't she just like a stronger Aurelia some of the time? Sort of. Like she gets 2 points instead of 1. It's kind of crazy. You miss Kimchi? Where's Kimchi been? Good question. Maybe I banned him too many times. New to Riftbound, are champions somewhat similar to lore counterparts? Well, I mean, they're the same champions, so they try to like share flavors, but they're not really the same, right? It's a different card game, different rules. Cost of power. No deflect. It doesn't work of gear anymore. Yeah, the deflect is a bit annoying, sure. Dr. Dan, what's up, brother? Thank you for your support following the stream. Welcome. Repeating piercing light counts. Repeated frigid wind production. Yeah, repeated does count, correct. Please upload the review after. Would love to see your thoughts tomorrow. You mean for what we're going to do today? We always do, man. We always upload the reveals. Abandon is kind of nutty. I don't want to... Chat, type 1 if we should just not talk about Abandon. Type 1 if we just skip Abandon. Let's not talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, man. I don't want to talk about it, bro. You look like the live action actor for the One Piece for Crocodile. Bro, are you the same person who told me that last time? Or are you the second person to tell me this? Because somebody sent me a message on, I think, YouTube saying the exact same thing. Are you the same person? And you're on YouTube, by the way. It must have been you. Did you leave a comment in one of my videos saying this? Because I'm like, there's no way 2 people said the same thing. That's true, and you here looks familiar. Yo, Coffee! What's up, brother? Thank you for the sub, Brett. 57 months. Long time. Thanks, man. Thank you for the support. All right. Well, I guess we got 2 people. Have you seen the possible ban leak from China? I have not, no. But, okay, let me educate you guys on I'm going to use my gigantic brain to explain to you how I envision. So, you know how you guys were like, oh my god, they finally started talking about bans. I think I know why they started talking about bans. So, it is a fact that this set 3, has been finished for months, right? They probably already started printing it months ago. I want you guys to understand something. This is what happened. Purple started dominating way harder than they expected. And they're like, oh shit, we've already printed Abandon. It's already in the booster packs. We can't remove it. Oh no, what do we do? And they're like, oh crap, we're in so much trouble. They're just watching it unfold. They're watching Miracle destroy all the tournaments. They're like, wait, but Abandon's coming out in 3 months. So they had to get together to try to fix it. And they're like, oh, we can't recall everything we printed. It's already done. All the packs are already made. Nope. We're going to make a ban list. We're going to fix it. This is definitely fake. The guy in Discord, some random dude in China gave him the list. I think the the idea to add bans probably came from the fact of them not being able to like make Purple weaker for like the next 2 to 3 sets. Who knows how many sets in advance they've already printed? I don't know. My guess is set 4 is probably already printed. I don't know how it works exactly, but that's what I'm assuming. And if they've already printed set 4, that means only set 5 plus can they consider like, oh, what do we do about the current meta? And if that's the case, it'll take too long to get there. So, yeah, maybe a ban list makes sense. Or at least a temporary ban list, right? Like, you put the ban list out there, it's like, okay, these cards are banned, and we'll allow them once sets catch up that actually allow us to play around them. You don't know what you mean by print, but the first 8 sets were locked in design-wise. Changren said 9 months in advance. Print is in, the cards are literally being printed. Like, they're making the booster packs and stuff. Imagine you get your Ori blue buff together, play Time Warp, your opponent plays Abandon. Yep. Yep. It's not, guys, it's not a big deal. Just play Time Warp next turn. Yes, it's 2 mana, recall your Time Warp to hand, but hey, man, it's okay. You can play it next turn. Oh, man. Oh, this is going to be great. Yo, the amount of rage Abandon is going to bring to the meta is going to be awesome. Oh, fantastic. Purple had enough with Hard Bargain. Yeah. Yeah, true. Abandon is really, really, really strong. Calling it now, Victor is going #1 meta deck this set. Why? Why, Victor? Also, thanks for the follow there. Kanagara, what's up, man? Following us on YouTube, welcome. Holy bits!
It's great to see you're enjoying Riftbound. Thanks for keeping me company during my nights of insomnia. When are you going to play a few matches against subs?
I get sniped by subs all the time, brother. Thank you for the 100 bits, master. Thank you. And I'm glad I'm able to entertain you during your insomnia nights. But you might want to get that fixed. Sleep is important. But thanks, man. Thanks. And cheers, dude. Leblanc seems so crazy. Ladros might actually be playable with Attackon. I haven't seen what Attackon does. A hook deck might end up really good. Attackon and Ashe are really good hits. I saw Ashe. And you know what I was thinking with Ashe? I don't know if you guys agree with this, but there might be like a very, very annoying list where you do. Give me a sec. Where did I find this? Piltover Academy. All right, check this out. What? How annoying would Ashe plus Portal Rescue be? I'm just saying. What? That's annoying, brother. That's annoying. That's kind of annoying. And the guy said, wait, it's actually true. You could I give the next fully play this should repeat. That's kind of annoying, dude. I gotta say, that's really annoying. Doesn't work. With Portal Rescue, why not? Oh, wait, why not? If it's on the same unit, why not? Let's find out. Oh, wait, actually, you might be right. It might not actually not work. You might be right. Yeah, because it's a different Ashe, right? Well, actually, is it? Is it a different Ashe? Or is it the same Ashe? I think you're right. I don't know. It fizzles. I believe you. You might be correct. Anyway. We shouldn't be reviewing cards yet. It's still coffee time. We're having coffee. After coffee, we go to the cards. And we'll figure it out as we go along. So many cards to cover, dude. So many. It won't even be on the battlefield when Repeat tries to resolve. I mean, it should. It should be on the battlefield because I think it's there and comes back. And then the repeat happens. But, yeah. What are you doing? When are you doing your card reveal? On the 25th. Alright. Alright, guys. I'm going to give you another hint for my card. It shares similarities with Abandon. Abandon reminds me of my card. Oh man, and it's not purple, and it's not purple, and it's not purple. It shares some similarities, and it's not purple. There it is. That's all you get. That's all you get. Actually, it shares a lot of similarities with it. A lot of similarities, and it's not purple. That's all you're getting, chat. Now, I've also said previously that my card is really cool and fits in a lot of different decks. And you can definitely do build-arounds with it or whatever. Like anyway, that's all you get. Nothing more. It's a card that already exists, but better on another color. I'm guessing it's the yellow counter spell. How does your card reveal work? On the 25th, I'm allowed to show it to you. I can do it any way I wish. You guys are not getting more. I've given a lot of hints. It's a battlefield. Has anybody revealed the battlefield? Can I ask business advice? Go ahead. You may. You're gonna make a movie and have it as a cameo spoiler in the movie. Sounds about right. It's probably the way to go about it. I like that. Okay, coffee's done. Give it a few minutes and we're gonna go straight to the reveals. I'm ready. It's a blue card that lets you put the next spell you play back into your hand plus some other effect. Interesting. There was a battlefield reel somewhere. I don't know who it came from though. You reveal one word from the card every hour. Yeah, I think that's good. I make digital versions of Star Wars card game. Should I try to sell to the company or remake the game for my own IP? Depends how good the card game is. It's very hard to make a card game go viral and make money, but if you think your card game is very good, then you can, like, find a lot of people to play test it with, and if they all really love the game, you know, you might make some money. You can also grab the whole thing and try to sell it to a different IP. Like, you can go and try to say, hey, let's go into a partnership. I've got the game already made. I want to use your IP. I'll give you a percentage of my company. Period. So go shopping. Go shopping for RPs. Go shopping for the people who own Lord of the Rings. Go shopping for people who own Star Wars. Go shopping, like, you know, just send out emails. Write emails. Go in person. If you think your game is great, it looks good, plays good, and all you're missing is IP, then do that. Who's taller, you or Dr. Disrespect? I think he's taller than me. I think he's like 6'7". I'm only 6'3", man. I'm pretty average. Vaults of Helia. Game of Thrones, sure. I think without a well-known IP, it's hard to make a survivable TCG. It is. It really is. The spider tank right there. That's the card. Who said the numbers? I said 6'7". I didn't say... Yeah. 6'7". You're also 6'3". I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty average. What if I made the entire IP myself and just don't have funding art skills? 700 in the first set, but drawing is taking ages. What is 16 centimeters? 191. Unplayable battlefield. All right. Shall we get started? Is it too early? Do I need to, like, drag this out for another 15 minutes before we start? I'm all about delaying, you know, delayed gratification and all that. Just sitting here chatting about bullshit and boring you guys and thinking, holy crap, this guy, if he has one talent, it's not card games, it's talking bullshit and wasting my time. It's never too early. I'm just wondering where the hell the Chinese cards are. Like, they're not here, man. Because if they're gonna drop Chinese cards, I gotta cover those as well. Let me ask in the Discord. What was Sarra's card? I don't know. TCG and Piltover have the new cards, so we can continue building that Ari deck. Make all the slow play people suffer. Nice. Smart. You only saw 3, but I wasn't sure if it's new. A battlefield just got revealed. Diana? Wait, why are we saying Diana? A Diana just got revealed? Wait, what? Oh, Scarra's reveal was Diana. Oh, okay, okay. All right. Do you think Twisted Fate is going to be a colors? I don't know what TF is going to be. I think TF is going to be purple, yellow. That's my best prediction. You guys can clip it, ship it. TF is going to be purple, yellow. Chaos on order. There it is. You've heard it here first. He's going to be the first purple, yellow champion. Scared cats. Wait, what? All right. Let me open real quick the cards. Does he already have a mechanic around blue, red, yellow cards? He does. Hard to type on phone. I also thought purple, yellow, but maybe blue too. Triple color, I don't think so. Unless he has restricted deck building. His next set-in is most likely going to be the Shadow Isle character. Who? A couple people said Chinese reveals are every 3 days. Oh, wow. If that's the case, okay. Grab the average height for males is 5'9". Depends on the country. Maybe in the US. All right. I think Tams sent me some Riftbound stuff. He sent me a presentation. All right, sweet. New cards. Okay. Let me just make sure everything is here. Okay, wait. Do we have everything? Oh my God! Wait, how many cards are there? Wait, time out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I already covered that. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Oh my God. I need more coffee. I thought it was like 10 cards, man. There's over 30? Got a lot of cards and a few sneaky ones posted on Reddit. It's going to be 6-hour stream just on reveals. How is your card reveal tomorrow? And the whole set is seemingly revealed today. Mine's not tomorrow. Mine is in 8 days. Whew. There's like 219 in the set, not counting overnumbered. Okay. It was a great stream. Unfortunately, this is too much info. 07. Wait, what? What's too much info? All legend champs revealed, I believe. It's a lot of cards. Yeah. All right. Let's in that case, yeah, I think we should get started. It's a good time to start. Let me I got Piltover open. I have the new cards open. All right. All right, I think we're good to go. Yeah, we don't have Poppy yet. That's true. Okay, let me see how to do this properly. How do I slideshow? Beautiful. There it is. Reminder, Zelda music. Okay, yeah. Do we Zelda music? Hey, Kaz, thank you for following on YouTube, brother. And Willowed, thank you for following on Twitch. Chad, do you want Zelda music or not? Or do we go like super silent like we are now? Let's hear it. 1 for music, 2 for silent. Thank you for the follow there. Met. All right. Everyone wants Zelda. I'll put it nice and low as I usually do. All right. This should be low enough. Wait for it. That's good, right? Is it too low? I think it's too low. One sec. I'm just going to skip ahead a bit. This is good. This is good. Okay, perfect. All right. All right, let's get started. We got the Zelda. We're ready to dive in. Let me see if Reactor has too much chat in the way. No chat in the way. Perfect. I am excited to get started. So, let's start. All right. Wait. I almost forgot. We got to make ourselves presentable, not look like we just got out of bed. Damn it. I need a haircut again. We need to be presentable for YouTube videos. On Twitch chat, we're allowed to look like bums. Otherwise, no. All right. All right. What do you guys think? Yes? Perfect? Perfect? All right. Here we go. Let's start. What is up, YouTube? We have so many cards to cover today. I don't even know where to start. So let's just get straight into it. We're going to cover some of the battlefields first and go from there. All right, there it is. Got the intro. I don't think we need to cover this. We've already seen this one. We've already talked about Baron. So, the first battlefield we have is Vaults of Helia. When you hold here, your non-token units cost 1 more to play this turn. I don't like this. I think this kind of sucks. I think this is bad. I'll tell you why. If it was when you capture here, your non-token units cost 1 more to play for the next 2 turns, that would be interesting. But the problem with this is, yeah, I know it's designed for Lilia, or it's designed for like Victor. But the problem is, although Victor doesn't really play token units per se, he generates them. Actually, no, yeah, like Victor, yeah, correct. The problem with this is, in order for this to be a negative for the opponent, you have to give them 2 points. You need to give them the capture point and the hold point. And the only downside is, it's costing them 1 mana if they're going to play a big unit, or even 0 mana if they decide to use that turn for spells. I think this is bad. I don't think it's enough of a downside. Cards such as, when you capture here, you have to sacrifice a rune. They're very strong. Cards like, when you capture here, like you can't move back Valma, very strong. There's a lot of strong cards. Yep. It persists. But if you let it persist, you're just letting them capture points for free. And by the way, they don't have to persist, because if they hold, you're just going to walk away from it, right? And then next turn, capture again. So again, for this to proc, you got to give up 2 points. The capture point and the hold point. It's very weak, I think. Makes the opponents less likely to go there. No. Because they go here and capture it. If you kill them, there was no downside. If you don't kill them, you give them 2 points. I disagree. I think this is super weak. I think this is almost unplayable. Maybe I'm missing something. But yeah, I don't think so. I don't think this can be played. The only way this was played is maybe something like versus Darius or Yellow Rek'Sai. Maybe. That's a hard maybe. Yeah, no thanks. And it's a dead place for so many decks. Aurelia couldn't give a crap. Lucian couldn't give a crap. Azir doesn't give a crap. Lux doesn't give a crap. Victor doesn't give a crap. Nobody cares about this. Ivern doesn't give a crap, true. Like, nobody cares about this. All right. Anyway, next. We have so many cards to cover next. Oh my god. Yo, this overnumbered looks sick. Okay, who lied to me? Somebody told me Ivern was just like Diana overnumbered. I'm like, oh, that's a shame. Dude, this looks sick. This looks really, really good. Okay. So, when you conquer or hold, you may exhaust me to replace that battlefield with a brush battlefield token. Okay, chat, I need to see the token right now. I need a link, please. I don't know what the token does, and I'm not sure if he added it to the... No, I don't have it here. Can somebody give me the token? Thank you, Marshall. By the way, Marshall, do we know when we are getting... When we're getting the Chinese cards? Alright, here's Brush. I have not seen this yet. I have not seen what Brush does. But all we know is with Ivern is when we conquer or hold, we can replace the battlefield. Now, I'm guessing Brush is for one turn. That's why it says or hold, because in order to hold, you have to conquer, so it doesn't make sense. Let's see. Bird, cat, dog, Poro, and Ivern units here have +1. When you score here, you may replace this with the battlefield it replaced. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Now, it's not a downside. There are some crazy things you can do with this. So, there are... but this is really reliant on going first. Like, really, really reliant on going first. So, let me pull up Piltover Academy here. And let's go straight to landmarks. To battlefield. Okay. Why is nothing appearing? Alright, here we go. So, for example... Here we go. Let's say Obelisk of Power, right? Let's say you're going first into Obelisk of Power. If you have a way to capture this turn 1, you just have a permanent rune advantage, right? That's kind of cool. That is cool. Now, do we have a way to get that on turn 1? Because keep in mind, turn 1 you have 3 mana, right? Can you with 3 mana accelerate a unit to capture Obelisk with Ivern? Is that a doable play? Yellow card called Guards. Alright. Give me a sec. Let's see it. So... yellow. Guards. Okay, play 2 Sand Soldier units tokens. You may tap to ready it. Alright. It's a bit of an expensive play. But it's not bad. It's not bad. So turn one, by the way, score 2 points and deny your opponent a mana. That's kind of crazy, if you ask me. That's kind of strong. Yeah, awesome. 2 points why? Because you get 2 Sand Soldiers. Oh, do you have to pay for each Sand Soldier? Oh, no, wait. Oh, I thought you get 2 Sand Soldiers. Never mind. You only get a 2 Might Sand Soldier. Oh. I mean, is it worth doing? In that case, if it's only one. You go down the rune. Yeah, well, you start off capturing a point. I don't know if it's worth it. It might just not be worth it. He's green and yellow. You score on turn 1 by your opponent. Still plays on 3 mana. Yeah, exactly. Turning off Aspirant's Climb is a better combo. Well, you can turn off Aspirant's Climb, yes, in 1 turn, yes. On the turn for winning, correct. Wait. I just realized something. Yo! You know what you can do? Okay, people already probably figured this out. You play this with Aspirant's Climb, okay? Listen. You play this with Aspirant's Climb. You don't need to capture both sides to win or to hold. You can capture to win just on Aspirant's Climb. You capture Aspirants, you go to 8, you tap, you win. Holy! That's insane! You capture Aspirants, you tap, and you win. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. That's not just crazy, that's actually scary. Honestly. We're both at 8 points, I'm assuming it's gonna be a draw. That's honestly scary. That's a scary mechanic. Tap to win. You capture Aspirants for 8? Yeah, I'm guessing it's a draw. Probably. Aspirant's Climb increase the points needed to win the game by 1. Now here's the thing. We don't know whether this is a permanent increase just from existing, or whether this is an aura effect. We don't know how Aspirant's Climb works, right? Because if Aspirant's Climb actually increases the points needed to win the game by 1, maybe it's already done for, right? So for example, let me give you an example. How do you know it's an aura? How do you know? Are there any rules talking about the removal of battlefields and the effect that happens? So this is why I'm saying this. At the start of each player's beginning phase, that player channels 1 rune. Well, do they unchannel a rune when you remove this? No, right? It's an effect. It causes something to happen. What about the battlefield, like the battleground that says, at the start of your turn, gain 1 point? Well, does that point go away when you remove it? No. So those are actual, like, spawn effects. When this thing is on the board, it spawns effects. So it might be the case that Aspirant's Climb is not an aura, and is just a flat increase, period. Yeah, we don't know. There's no way to know. And until we know, but I think if that's not the case and if this is an aura, this 1 card will be very powerful for Ivern. Like, it's going to be literally the way to play him. Because it cheats the most important win condition mechanic in the game, which is you need to hold to win or capture both to win. It fundamentally changes how you have to play the game on Aspirant's Climb. And by the way, it's a one-way change because only Ivern can do it. The opponent can't do it. The opponent still has to go to 9. So yeah, very, very scary. Very scary. Huh, alright. Alright. That's cool to know. Alright, let's see what else we have here. That's all we really know about him for now. Moving along, we have Ivern. Friend to all. Champion unit Ivern, Ionia. Okay. Ionia, yellow-green. He's yellow, actually. As you play me, choose bird, cat, dog, or poro. I gain that tag. When I conquer or hold, score 1 point if your units have all of the following tags among them. Bird, cat, dog, and poro. So you need to have one of each type somewhere in the game on the board. Yeah, they can be in base, I know. I'm just wondering. Like, did we get any of those cards revealed yet? Do we have any bird, cat, dog, poro cards? We've seen the dog, right? We've seen the wolf yesterday. That's a very hard unit to have on the base. We have bird. Bird is a token. But do we have the card that generates the bird? Isn't Azir bird? Yeah. You saw the cat, didn't we? I'm gonna be honest. I think this is a bit of a meme. As it stands. Unless we have a way to vomit out these cards, like, to just, like, if you have a card like, generate a bird and a cat. Like, 3 mana, generate 2 1/1 tokens, a bird and a cat. Like, maybe then. But, you have to have 3 of them on the board. Then you have to have him as the 4th. And then you actually have to conquer with him. So, by conquering, it means you got to play him on the board. And then next turn, you have to attack with him. While everything still survived. I'm honestly not sold. I'm honestly, I think it's not that good. The only upside to this card is it's a 6 mana, 6 power unit. And it doesn't cost any power. Sorry, 6 might unit, and it doesn't cost any power. So it doesn't de-ramp you. So you can kind of play this on 6 and still go to 8 next turn. Which is kind of good. Because most units at 6 do de-ramp you the next turn. So that opens up some opportunities. So I think people, and you guys will probably agree with me. In Riftbound, most people underestimate how devastatingly expensive power costs are. Most people, I have so many matchups versus people who are not very good players who end up with like 3 mana on like turn 11. Power costs are extremely expensive. So realize this, if you play a 1 power cost card on turn 1, by turn 11, you have 11 mana less. You've played 11 mana less during the entire game because you burnt a power on 1 turn. Every turn it's compounding. If you play Singularity on turn 3, by turn 8, you've lost access to 10 full mana. Because that's 2 runes you would have tapped every turn afterwards. So, whenever you can play cards that have 0 power cost, it's like a ramp almost. It's an early investment into the rest of the game. That's why I went from 2 to 3 falling comets on Lux, because it's 6 mana, 0 power. It doesn't de-ramp me. Almost every other card does. Drag Under de-ramps me by 1, Singularity de-ramps me by 2, etc, etc. It's not just de-ramp, it's also a cumulative less mana every turn after for the rest of the game. So, that is an upside. I don't know if you guys remember way back when, in set 1, Teemo players were playing the 8 mana, 8 might unit or something like that. What was it called? It was just a big dude for like 9 power, 8 mana, no power. His archetype is going to be slow early. Possibly. In the current meta, you sit on 5 to 9 runes in the strongest decks. Yes. Mega Mech 7 mana 8. Yeah, that's the one. People played it. Because it was cheap to play, it didn't de-ramp, and it had enough stats, right? So I think this has that going for it. People just look at this, oh, 6 might, that's kind of weak. 6 mana, that's kind of expensive. But 6 mana is actually really cheap. If you're able to buy your time a little bit and play a little slower, 6 mana is not that bad. Because this is almost like 4 mana. If anything, if this guy was 4 mana, 2 power, you could make an argument that's worse for this deck specifically. Because this is probably not a tempo deck. This is probably a late game deck where you build up towards turns. Anyway, that's how I see it. So this might actually be decent, just because of the lack of a power cost. Moving along. We have, I've not seen this card, Mutated Mouser. So it's a cat. Okay, cat card. 2 mana, 1 might. Shield 2 and tank. Interesting. I mean, like, it just feeds into the whole Ivern thing. Interesting. Okay, so we see our first 2 drop. This is where you play turn 1, you drop it, you capture, and then you just hold with it, right? Because it has 3 might on tank. Not that bad. I don't think he's going to see play. But then again, you never know because that's kind of what Ivern does, right? Ivern kind of wants cats, dogs, birds, poros. So for example, you capture with the cat, right? You turn it into a brush. And then all of a sudden, what are we looking at? We're looking at a 4-might unit. That's really hard to kill. Like, even if Draven attacks into this, he has to use his power to go to 6. Otherwise, he trades evenly. So for a drop on turn 1, having 4 might is sick as a defensive card. Right? It's actually strong. Like, 3 might is something. 4 might already denies a lot because it doesn't die to Wages of Pain. And like, it's just... Actually, it kind of does that at Wages of Pain because you don't attack it during combat. You kill it beforehand. So maybe not. Maybe not Wages of Pain. Still decent. Still decent. All right. We have Rengar, who's a cat as well. I forgot Rengar's a cat. Okay. Some more cat units. Let's have a look at Rengar. Have I seen this guy? No. 5 mana, 1 power. 6 might. Champion unit Rengar, Ishtal, and Cat. He can't play in the deck because he's orange, right? Yeah, he can't play inside the deck, unfortunately. So he has Ambush, which is you may play me as a reaction to a battlefield where you have units. Okay, so at any point, if you're holding up 5 mana, you can just drop this guy to defend, or you can accelerate him at any attack. So, by the way, we haven't gotten to Vex yet, but I think once we talk about Vex, holding got even weaker. I think this is also a nerf to Teemo, because Teemo loves to hold, right? I think Teemo got nerfed with the current set yet again, which I'm kind of unhappy about, because I really did want to play a lot of Teemo. We'll see what happens. But Ambush is very annoying for decks that want to hold, because it's just basically free accelerate. I don't think people realize how strong 6 might at 5 mana is accelerated. Like, that's strong. That hits really hard. So all you need for ambush units is to have something ready to attack. You attack and you ambush along with it, right? What makes this card even crazier is I can be played to a battlefield where there are enemy units, even if you don't have units there. So this guy has another ability, which means you can just attack anything you want with him. So he is true accelerate. Let me just... The only thing he can't do... So I was going to say, why not just give him accelerate for free? The only thing he can't do is accelerate into an empty battlefield. So if there's an empty battlefield, there is no way to capture it with just Rengar. If there's a battlefield occupied by enemies, you can capture with Rengar. If you have enemies to attack with, you can go along with Rengar along with them. So for example, let's say you have a 2 might unit on the board and you go to an open battlefield. Your opponent plays Wages of Pain. Well, you can just say, oh, that's fine. I react with Rengar as well on the battlefield. And you capture anyway, right? And you can defend with him. Like, overall, solid card. Solid. Kind of strong. I don't know how strong because I really don't know how he fits into orange exactly. And what deck he's going to play in. But he has a lot of versatility. I don't know how often orange wants to float 5 mana for this to be a defensive reaction. That's another thing I'm wondering. It's important to realize he is mighty already, so he doesn't really play that hard into Fiora decks, because you can't really make him mighty. He's already mighty. But yeah. Solid card again. Solid. All right, moving along. We have so many cards to cover today. We have Nidalee. 3 mana, 1 power, 4 might. Well statted. Champion unit cat. Another cat, but another cat that's not in Ivern colors. Interesting. Okay. She has ambush as well. All right, so it can be reaction. When I win combat, draw 1. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's so strong! That's unfair strong, man. That's so strong. That's really strong. The reason it's really strong is because you can play this from hand to draw a card. It just recycles itself every time almost. Like, your opponent plays Plundering Poro Captures. You have a unit on the board, you attack with the unit, you just play Nidalee from hand as reaction along with it. And they can't really stop it, you just draw a card. Give me the card. It's really good, yeah. It's really good. And it's not only really good, but if we go to if we go just for orange, like let's look through orange here. Like, they really don't have that much card draw, right? They really don't have that much draw. So one of the things you're usually able to do versus orange is just, like, make them run out of resources. So it's quite annoying for orange, because orange has ramp, by the way. Orange does have really good card ramp, and that kind of means that this power cost is not that big of a deal. For this card to recycle itself is really good. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is very strong. Is it broken? Not necessarily, but it's just annoyingly good. And you gotta also realize you can play this defensively, like as a reaction as well. So sometimes your opponent are gonna, like, they're gonna attack into your battlefield, and you just react with Nidalee. Not only do you stop their push and kill their unit, you also draw a card. It's really tough. Yeah. All right, great card, great card. All right, next. And I'm only complaining because I don't really play orange. All right, what do we have here? We have Bilgewater unit Inferna, 2 mana, 1 might in red. Also has ambush and assault 2. So basically, this is 2 mana at fast speed, accelerated 3 power. But it can't accelerate on its own. I mean, it's actually good. I'd say this is a good card. And it's not because she's... It's actually... Yeah, it's bad reactively. Like, on your opponent's turn, it's a fast speed 1 might. Like, it does nothing. But the reason this is good is, not only is it a good combat trick when you're attacking, right? 2 mana, 3 more might into attack. But it's also good because if you don't have a 2-drop, you can play this flat on the board on turn 1. And it's still a 3 might unit. You don't have to use the ambush. Like, the ambush is just something you can do, but you don't have to do. You can just drop it turn 1 and then attack turn 2 to capture. And again, 3 might is pretty good for capturing as a 1-drop. So yeah, solid, solid. Okay. We have Void Reaver, Kha'Zix. I have not seen this. Finally, we have the Kha'Zix Legend. Chat, just spoil me. Type 1 if I should be hyped, type 2 if it's boring. Because people were complaining about the Kha'Zix champion unit being really boring. 1 for hype, 2 for boring. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1.5, 1.5. Okay, people think it's boring. Some people think it's hype. Okay, all right. First things first, it's purple, so it's already broken. We get that out of the way. It's been broken by Riot. And it's orange, so it has access to the new Nidalee card. Oh my god, it's already broken just by colors. It cannot be bad. It can't be bad. But let's see how bad. Let's see how good. When you win combat, gain 1 XP. Okay. That on its own is not bad. Spend 1 XP to buff a unit. Okay. Spend 2 XP. Move an exhausted friendly unit from a battlefield to its base. Oh, this is the overnumbered art. Ooh, chat. Can we agree this is kind of underwhelming for an overnumbered? I did not even recognize this as overnumbered. I thought this was like default art. I just realized there's a signature and it's 236 out of 219. I don't know. I mean, you know what? I cannot tell you how good this is until we see more XP cards. I really can't. It's almost impossible to tell you how good this is until I see more. Like, I can make guesses, but they're going to be uninformed guesses. My guess will be the following. It already has really good colors. It's a cool... Wait, what was the previous orange-purple, by the way? Who was orange-purple? Misfortune? Was it? Are we comparing this to MF? Yeah, Misfortune. Sivir. Sivir Misfortune. If this has a good signature card, I believe this might be very strong. I believe this might be very strong. And the reason I think this might be very strong is simply because of how versatile it is. I'll tell you, there's a lot of times I wish I could just buff a unit and I can't, and this is a free buff. And there's a lot of times you want to move units away from stuff, from spots, and you just can't do it. I think this is solid. Now, if it was every time you gain a point, gain an XP, that would be a lot stronger, but this is when you win a combat. But that's also on defensive combats, right? I think this is decent. I really do. And you could actually build up XP really fast when you're playing purple because of things like Ride the Wind, because of things like I think this can see play, man. I think this might be really good. You can only use them on your turn, correct? Yes. I definitely think this can see play. I definitely think this could be quite strong with the right card combination. And I think the second spend 2 XP, it's not necessarily game-breaking in a specific combo, but the versatility lends itself to a lot of things you might want to do. Like, oh, I need to draw for an answer. I can move my black market merchant to draw a card. Oh, the only way I can conquer a point is with Ezreal. Well, I'll conquer and pull Ezreal back. You know, that kind of stuff is really nice, right? Let's say you're pushing to, I don't know, you're pushing to 0.7 and you capture. There's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can do. I definitely like this. I think this could be a very strong control deck, even. Especially because it has access to orange, which has some really cool cards. So first of all, this can definitely play Aurora because of orange. That's already interesting, right? To say the least. That means it has access to very big units very early on. That also means if you're playing Aurora, you will be getting XP for free once you play Aurora anyway. You have access to Baron. How cool is it you can move Baron back? That's kind of interesting as well. Like, yeah. Overall, I don't hate this at all. I think this will definitely see some play, and this might be a very, very strong champion. Can't play Aurora. It gets banned before it's released. I don't think Aurora's getting banned. All right, let's move on. But yeah, I'm going to predict that odds are very high this is a high-tier champion. Mainly because of the color combination. And I think this can go into a very strong control deck. I don't think this is going to be... I don't think it's going to be aggro. I think it's going to be control. Colors are just strong. Yeah. It has access to... what is the card called that makes you discard a card? That's a very annoying card. Like, just the fact that it has access to Mind Splitter plus... not Salvage, is it? No, it's not Salvage. Sabotage, yeah. Sabotage Mind Splitter. It's already very annoying. And we know we're getting access to some other strong purple cards along the way. Like, for example... Yeah. Strong card. Scary card. All right, next. We have a dog. Okay, if you say so. This guy's LARPing as a dog. Oh my god. All right, we have supposedly a dog. Okay, all right, dog. That's what it says, boys. I'm not making this up. Moss Stomper, or Moss Stomper. 3 mana, 1 power, 3 might. Already sucks in stats. Hunt 2. When I conquer or hold, gain 2 XP. So this is for a Master Yi list, right? It's a Master Yi card. For sure. Has to be. Level 3. And we'll get to Master Yi, I think, soon. Wait. Did I already cover Master Yi? Oh, did we already cover Master Yi yesterday, chat? I think we did. Yeah. So it's a Master Yi card. Gains you 2 XP every time he conquers or holds. Kind of expensive. But once you get to 3 XP, you have +1 might and deflect. Okay. So it's actually a 3/4 with deflect and Hun 2. I mean, definitely a card you might consider playing in a deck that needs to ramp up XP as fast as possible. Yeah. Okay, cool. We have Gem Hand Hunter. 2 mana 2. 0 might cost. I mean, 0 power cost. That's a big deal. It has Hunt, and at level 6 has +1. Not horrible. The turn 1 play. I think it's bad. I don't think it's good enough. But I don't know how easy it is to build XP, and a deck that needs to build XP might have to play this. I don't know. I don't think it's going to see play. I don't think it's good enough. But you never know. So, because there are like maybe you really want to get this, right? Maybe this deck doesn't care about max XP. It just cares about having XP, right? Maybe these are important things you want to do in your list. And if that is the case, this is just a turn 1 play just to get that first XP, to have access to that first buff. And with access on that first buff, you can do stuff with that buff, right? So, yeah. Maybe you'll want this. Maybe you just need a few 2-drops, and that's one of the better ones you can use. So I can't be sure. Crowd favorite. 3 mana, 3 might. Okay. Noxus unit. Okay. Hunt. He gains XP. And he can spend 2 XP to buff himself. I don't like it, honestly. But it's not horrible either. I don't like it, but it's not horrible. The reason I think it's not horrible is, again, it has no power cost. And the more I play this game, the more I think 0 power cost is actually spicy. But I don't think it's very good. I think this second line is almost never going to be played. Especially because you can't have infinite buffs. So, yeah, whatever. And there is the Master Yi that we were talking about. Which, one of the reasons we were talking about the dog, the good boy, gaining 2 XP per round. The ultimate card. The card that makes Baron shiver in his boots. Yes, it is a 12 mana, 3 power, 12 might card. But at level 3, he only costs 10 mana and 2 power. Okay. At level 6, he costs 8 mana and 1 power. Already that's strong. 8-1 for a 12 might unit, not bad. Yo, Vegas Batman. What's up, brother? Thank you for the sub, man. For the gifted sub to Pup Tent Pie. Thanks, dude. Level 11. Level 11, all of a sudden, he literally costs 6 mana. Now, at that point, that's a broken card. So, if you're playing this list, you're probably playing 3 copies of him. If you can get XP fast enough. Level 11, he costs 6 mana. And then if you somehow get to level 16, he cannot be chosen by enemy spells and abilities. So you have a 6 mana, 12 might, cannot be hurt. What color is Master Yi, by the way? Somebody remind me. He's green and, what? Is he green-yellow? Orange. Okay, he's orange. Green-orange. Okay. Huh. Alright. Alright, okay. Like originally. Okay. I mean, you don't have to play him in a Yi deck, necessarily. Right? You can play him in a different green deck. Svelsongler? Svelsongler does nothing for this. What does it do? It makes him not be able to be chosen by enemy spells and abilities twice? Wait, what? Wait, what? Yo, thanks for the follow, Borasquita. Thank you. Thank you. XP? What do you mean XP? For Hunt? He doesn't have Hunt. Anyway, all right. Moving along. Let's see what else we have. But yeah, this card is probably going to be something people build around. I could definitely see it. I just don't know if it's going to be in a Yi list necessarily. And I think level 16 is very hard to get, right? Very hard to get level 16. You're probably going to be playing for the level 6 or 11 a lot of the games, and some games you might never get here. Yes, it's a currency in the player. This is the art I like the least in this entire game. Like, I think this is... I mean, maybe it's a question of, like... Okay, type 1 if you're a Shadowverse fan, and you're like, oh my god, finally my game. My game is looking the way I want it to look. We're back, boys! We're back in Shadowverse land, but... Other than those people, I'm not sold, man. This reminds me of, like, Powerpuff Girls. I know some people like it. I know there's some enjoyers out there. So, it's a question of taste. I don't like the card art. I think it doesn't fit, like, with the rest of the set or with the rest of the game in general. But, you know what? It is what it is. You'll almost never see this in real life because people don't have money to buy signature cards. So, it's okay. Scorn of the Moon, more like Sailor Moon. Legend Diana. The Diana Legend. What does she do? Reaction, add 1, spend only during showdowns. And it's tap. So once per 2 turns. Once per round. So she's purple-blue. Who else is purple-blue, chat? Ezreal, right? I mean, Ezreal is just better. Ezreal's ability is better than this, I would say. Not by a huge amount. Teemo as well. Teemo, I mean, right now, I think holding is, with the ambush mechanic, I think holding is so damn weak that Teemo's worse than this. This is better. And 1 mana, by the way, you guys do have to realize that adding max mana is a really big deal. Like, it's kind of strong. It kind of gets you to, but it's only during showdowns, which is kind of weird as well, because a lot of the stuff you want to play that's very expensive is like units. Actually, no, you can force a showdown, tap it during the showdown, not use it and keep it floated, then after the showdown's over, you can cast it. So, you can actually use this for non-showdown abilities, as long as you're just using this mana and float. That's not that bad. So this actually is a ramp card. Oh, spend this energy only during showdown. Okay, never mind, it sucks. Never mind. I think you can only use this ability during showdowns. Okay, if you have to spend it... Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna say, not really. Not really. When would you play this over Ezreal? Okay, also you have to realize Ezreal's... Okay, maybe if she has a really, really good signature spell and champion unit. Because we know Ezreal's signature spell is amazing, and we know Ezreal's champion unit is amazing. Alright? Ezreal has the same colors with one of the most broken champion units in the game and one of the most broken champion spells in the game. Can Diana compete? Diana. Speaking of, 4 mana, 1 might, 3... 4 mana, 1 power, 3 might. Diana no longer human. Ambush. Okay, ambush is strong. When you play a spell, give me +2 this turn. I mean, that's a good card. That's overall a good card. Not amazing, but good. It's like a more buffable Aurelia without the deflect. Like, yeah, it's a more buffable Aurelia without the deflect. And ambush is nice. Yeah, Stupefy is a 3 might difference. There's a lot of cards that go well with this. Like, you can play a couple of spells and boom, boom, boom. And if you're playing her with her, you also have 1 more energy to play as well. And, like, it's not that bad. It's not amazing, but It's a lot of buffs. Yeah, yeah. She's a little expensive, but she's a little low. You probably have to play like reactively and always be holding mana to make it bad traits for opponents. But yeah, I think this is a good card. I think it's good. You might even play this in like Aurelia decks some of the time. Like, would you ever just main deck this in Aurelia just to have like a pseudo Aurelia on the board? Because why not? Like, she gains more might than Aurelia does in Aurelia. Right? Like, she actually gains more might than Aurelia if you play, like, 3 spells. This literally might be an Aurelia card, and not a Diana deck card. That's a strong card. Right wording? Yeah, when you play a spell, it stacks. Yeah, it stacks. She gains might from Defy, stack deck and whatnot. Yeah, for sure. You play stack deck, and then you play Called Shot, and all of a sudden she has already 7 power. You guys realize how strong that is? So let's say you attack with this. Let's say you're sitting on this on a battlefield, somebody attacks you with a Mind Splitter. You play Called Shot and stack deck, you're trading even. That's 1 mana, by the way. 1 mana, she goes to 7 might. That's strong. On top of that, you play Stupefy, 2 mana, and you're already pushing 10 into 7. Like, she ramps really fast for really cheap, because purple has a lot of cheap spells, and blue has a couple. And if you're playing this along with a Vex on the board, this thing can go to like 20 power at that point. So, she's a powerhouse. She's a little weak to removal. You know, like, if somebody casts like a Singularity on her, she might die. Not really. No. Because, like, you can't play Wages of Pain on her, because someone's just going to play a card. They're going to play any spell and keep her alive, right? So you got to play a big hitting spell on her to kill her, and then it's like, nope, I don't think so, brother. Not only will this stop the spell, it'll also buff her +2. I'm just saying, chat. She'll also get buffed +2 on top of that. So yeah, it's going to be really hard to kill her. Okay? It's going to be really hard to kill her. Really hard. Alright. Anyway. Good job, Diana. You're strong. We have, I like this already, 3/3 with a lot of text. I'm going to say this is broken without even reading it because it has no power cost, it has a lot of text, and she's looking at me funny. Alright. Insightful Investigator. When you play me, choose an opponent. I'll probably choose my opponent. They reveal their hand. You may pay 2 XP to choose a card from their hand. If you do, discard that card and draw. Nah. Nah, dude. Nah. No. Okay, let me educate you, chat, on a few things. Number 1, I think it's going to be annoying to get XP in purple. Number 2, I would play this card in my purple decks with no XP cards just to see my opponent's hand. Not even kidding. I would play this as a card with 0 XP generation just to be able to see their hand. Do you know how strong it is to know exactly what your opponent's hand is? I don't need, like, purple already has a million draw, okay? Drawing this on a top deck, it being one of my 15 cards, I'll pay 3 mana to see your hand. And it also gives me 3 might. And it costs me 0 power. Yes, 3 mana, 3 power, 3 might. Let me see everything you got. Let me see what I have to play around this turn. Let me see what I have to play around the next 5 turns. Holy crap. Woo! And then, let's talk about, like I said before, somebody who can generate XP passively. A passive XP generator. Not requiring you to actually have, what do you call it? This champion doesn't require you to put, like, inefficient XP cards in. All of a sudden, now this is even a bigger threat because now you can actually decide, hey, do I want to recall an exhausted unit with my Kha'Zix, or do I actually want to make him discard a card and draw one? That's strong for control. That is a strong control mechanic, which is again why I think this guy might be very good control, mainly due to color combination and being extremely versatile. Versatility number one, buffing a unit. That's never a bad thing. Sometimes you just need one more point in a unit. Oh, I have a 6 might unit in my backline versus blue. It might get singularity'd. You know what would be a good thing? To buff it to 7. From 6 to 7 versus, let's say, Victor or Lux, I'll do that every time. Now it cost him 2 cards to kill it. Number 2, I just moved my Ezreal to capture because it was the only way I could capture. I'll pay 2 XP to bring Ezreal back to keep her there so she doesn't die to combat. Or he doesn't die to combat. And now, number 3, versatility. Passive XP gain, meaning you do not require to put in trash cards like this in your deck in order to generate XP. I don't need to put trash cards like this in my deck in order to generate XP. I can slowly generate XP when you win combat gain 1, right? Slow XP generation. I'm not going to use a lot of it, but when I do, it's going to be impactful. Boom. Discard a card, draw a card. Yeah, this card, I think this card is extremely good. It's an uncommon card, but I think it's one of the better cards we've seen. And it's in purple. Bro, am I going to have to main purple? Are we going to become purple enjoyers this expansion? I'm not seeing it out, man. We haven't even gotten to the best purple card yet. Oh, opponent draws one. Oh, if you do, they discard that card. Oh, never mind. It's not as broken as I thought. Never mind. I thought it was going to be... I thought this was the best card in the game. All right, never mind. It's not as broken as I thought. They discard and draw one. Okay. Okay, it's a lot worse. It's actually a lot worse than I thought. It's still good. It's still damn good. It's still damn good. It's just not as broken as I thought. Yeah, solid card. All right. Let's move along. But no, like seriously, like you play this and you see that Draven doesn't have a spinning axe, they can no longer bluff you, right? You play this and see that they have a hard bargain in hand, now you know exactly what to play around. You play this and you see that Lux has, I mean, it's too strong. Anyway, hot take, I think it's kind of overrated. That's a hot take, sure. I think this card is strong. I don't think it's broken anymore because I misread this part, but I think it's strong as hell. I would definitely play this in a lot of purple decks. Alright. We have Crescent Guardian. I'm gonna say it. I haven't even read what it does. 4 mana, 4 might. That's not a bad stat line. It has text. I think I might like it. If you've played a spell this turn, you may pay 1 power as an additional cost to play me if you do enter ready. I mean, it's accelerate. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. Like, you know, I would add this into a, like, draft deck for sure. There's just better cards, right? There are better cards in this. But it's not bad. But, like, okay, when I say better cards, I mean, like, when would you play that over Sneaky Deckhand? Let me ask you that. Like, Sneaky Deckhand does more or less what you want that to do, but better, right? Like, there's just better cards if you want something, like, to get fast into there. Like, I don't think that's Purple's playstyle, necessarily. I think there's just better cards. I think this is... I mean, yeah, with seals it's free, I guess. I just think there's better cards. I don't think you're going to make space for this in your deck. Like, are you cutting a Mind Splitter? Are you cutting an Ezreal? Are you cutting any of, like, are you cutting a Fizz? Are you cutting a Hard Bargain? Are you, like, I don't think so. Alright. Ezreal does make it free. No, actually, no, it doesn't. Ezreal is for repeat costs, not additional costs. Is it? Either way. Alright. Next. Alright, next. We have Vex. Vex Gloomist. Gloomist Vex. Optional costs? Okay, so it is stronger with Ezreal. Okay, interesting. How do we feel about Vex here? Vex is a legend. Vex is green-purple. Who is green-purple currently? Wait, who's green-purple, chat? Remind me. Aurelia, right? Aurelia and who else? Yasu. I always forget about Yasu. Nobody plays Yasu. When you or an ally hold, you may exhaust me to draw one. Bro, first of all, it should have just been draw one. Why do you have to exhaust her to draw one? Why can't you draw two if you're holding two spots? Why do you have to exhaust Vex? Chat, explain. Explain. Wait, is there a Vex unit? No. Downright useless. Combo with the card that untaps your legend. Alright, I mean, this is just kind of bad. This is just kind of bad, dude. Am I crazy? I think this is bad. Like, legit bad. I mean, yeah, maybe in 2v2s. Alright, let's go to Abandon first. So, we have Abandon. 2 mana, 0 power. Reaction, counter a spell. Return it to its owner's hand instead of putting it in their trash. And you get to predict as well, just for the hell of it. Just because, you know what? I think the devs realized they had a little bit too much open space down here. It's like, hey, we need another 2 lines of text. And they're like, okay, we're going to add predict. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is just so annoying. It's just such an annoying card, dude. Abandon or Hard Bargain. I would almost... I think I would run Abandon almost always over Hard Bargain. I think I'd almost always run this over Hard Bargain. It's so strong because it just burns so much of your opponent's tempo. So often you're going to be doing this against stuff like Singularities, right? I mean, obviously the pop-offs would be something you do this versus Time Warp or Downwell or really big spells like that. But even stuff like Singularity, even stuff like Falling Star, you burn so much mana and power. Like, even for example, like, I just want to give you, I want to show you guys how ridiculous this card is. Let me explain to you how ridiculous this is. Even versus, like, imagine you're playing versus Fiora, right? Fiora attacks into you. And... Fiora casts, let's say, Fiora casts a 1-mana spell Punch first. That's it. That's it. Because that's the only way Fiora wins combat there. Boom. Even in this interaction, where you say, abandon, and she has to replay this. She has the mana for it. She just de-ramped 4 mana for the rest of the game. It's so strong. Right? It's so strong. And this is like using it on a 1-cost spell. Now amplify this using this on a singularity or something, right? Like it's ridiculous. It's so powerful. Because again, the downside to this card is that it's card disadvantage. You're spending a card and your opponent's not spending a card. That's the theoretical downside. It goes back to their hand. So they've actually not used their card. Now you're down a card. But it really doesn't matter for purple because purple has infinite cards. Like, you're not going to be playing this into a deck that doesn't have a lot of draw. You're going to play this in, like, Miracle archetypes that have, like, 15 sized hands, right? Purple has so much draw that it's like, they don't care about card advantage. So, for that reason, it's really strong. And I really think purple should not have access to any counterspells. They should not have... Hard Bargain was kind of an exception because it's not a true counterspell. You could counter Hard Bargain just by holding mana up. But this you can't. This is a true counter. Yeah, you spend your mana and power with counterspells. Yep. If you didn't, this would be trash. It wouldn't work. Like, you would just replay it. Yeah. This card is nuts. This shouldn't exist, and I think this would not have existed if, like, they knew how strong purple would be, because this is going to make purple even stronger. This is going to be so powerful. I'm just going to go over it. I'm going to skip over it. I think there's enough said about it. We talk about Vex. I think Vex is bad. I might be wrong. This might be one of my wrong takes. Maybe I'm missing something, but I think Vex is just bad. Now, I'm saying that with the caveat of not knowing what Vex's signature spell is. I don't know what Vex does. If she has an insane 6 spell, maybe that can make her carry. Or maybe there's some future card we'll see here that I haven't seen yet. So let's move along. We have a 7 mana, 1 power, 6 might unit called Yasu. And it says when I hold, at the start of your next main phase, you may move an enemy unit to this battlefield. I don't think it's good. It's like Blitzcrank? Yeah. I don't think it's good, honestly. It's a pretty niche interaction. Like, what deck do you need to play this against? I don't know. I'm not a fan. It's a little slow, yeah. Although, to be fair, here's a counter argument. Here's something you can do. Let's say you go to... Let's say your opponent has no units, right? You go to capture, you capture, and then you play this on the captured battlefield. Doesn't that kind of mean your opponent's not allowed to play units on his turn because they'll die? Kind of. I still don't think it's good. I think it's too expensive for what it does, but who knows, man? Who knows? All right, let's move along. That's a big boy. Vilemaw. Spider. 8 mana, 2 power. 8 might. All the 8s. Ambush, okay. I don't know when you're ever reactively playing this, but maybe offensively. Like, it has Accelerate. Enemy units here with less might than me don't deal combat damage. When I hold, draw 1. This card is insane. Okay, this card is insane. This card, let me explain to you why it's insane. And you guys might disagree. I don't care. I put my reputation on the line. This card is insane in your side deck. Forget about everything else. This card in your side deck is insane because it will single-handedly beat every single yellow Rek'Sai, beat every single mid-range Darius or aggro Darius, beat like every single deck that runs like cheap removal, like cheap units, or Swarm, or Azirs, every single one of those decks cannot kill this card. But Grappler, they can play Hidden Blade, Grappler. You're green, bro. Defy, not so fast. They ain't playing crap on you. This card is immune to a lot of lists. You put this in your sideboard, and all of a sudden, all of your bad aggro matchups are good matchups. Bro, if I could have this in my... Yeah, it's actually strong. It's really strong. And you don't have to main deck it. Just rebuke it. Bro, you didn't listen to a word I said. Yeah, how is Rek'Sai gonna rebuke it? How is stop, please stop, bro. Anyway, this is Ari now. No, this is every green list in your side list. Every green deck in your side list. This card is nuts. Because you don't have to, because the game is best of threes. If this was best of one format, there's a large argument to be made that this card kind of maybe even sucks. Because a lot of decks, it's useless. Because it's so expensive, it burns your mana, it doesn't have enough might. You're very rarely holding, but against the good matchups, this is like an auto win card. I don't know what you're gonna do when green drops this. And you're playing yellow Rek'Sai. What the hell are you gonna do? How are you gonna kill it? Tell me. How the hell do you kill this thing? You literally just don't. You literally just say, okay, go next. GG. Now, you're not gonna be stupid enough to play this without holding 1 mana for Defy versus yellow Rek'Sai because they're gonna have Hidden Blade. If they have 2 Hidden Blades, so be it. You're not gonna play this like, but you know, that's assuming you know how to play the game. Token decks are gone. Basically, Azir is gonna say, what the hell is that? What do I do versus that? I mean, Azir can't touch this. Anyway, it's insane. I don't think there's much more to say to that. And you can also buff it, sure. And by the way, you guys are like, you can't even swarm it. Like, Azir can't take 10 recruits and attack with all 10 because none of them do damage. The only way to hurt this is to deal 8+ with 1 unit. So you can't even put 5 units into it because of how it reads, right? It's so strong. Why did they make this card? I don't know. But this literally invalidates swarm decks. Decree? Yeah, but you... Okay, yes, Decree will kill it. Correct. Yeah. Decree will kill this. Rek'Sai doesn't run Decree. Azir doesn't run Decree. Often. Maybe. Wait. What? Does he? I don't know. Darius doesn't run Decree. Decree won't work? True! Decree doesn't work because they don't deal damage. Yo, no. So even Victor can't kill it. Even Lux can't kill it. It's unkillable, boys. Holy. Oh my god, it's even worse. Decree doesn't even care. Wow. You know, I mean, Victor might have to start running Grand Stratagem afterwards. But even then, tokens only go to 6 if you play Grand Stratagem. I don't know, man. Call the week. Brother, if you're playing this into yellow, will you ever play this as a lone champion on the board? Never. You'll always have something in the back line to protect you from Call the Week. And secondly, again, you're playing green. You're playing Defies. Defy will literally be a 3 of in a deck that runs this. Okay, anyway. Like, if you're putting, like, 2 to 3 of these in your sideboard, you're also, like, running 3 Defies with 1 or 2 in the sideboard anyway. I literally talked about Hidden Blade. Defy. Alright, moving along. This card is nuts. You don't have to main deck it, you side deck it, because if you ever run into a matchup that doesn't have an answer to it, you just insta-win the matchup. Next. Oh, and by the way, if you hold, you draw 1. Why not? Like, why not, bro? Even without this, it's insane. But you know what? If he doesn't die, just give me more cards, because you deserve more cards. Alright, next. We've got Lilia. I made a prediction yesterday about Lilia being a sprite synergistic unit that makes sprites permanent. I was wrong. That's not what she does. Let's see what she does. She is blue and green. So who is blue and green in the current expansion chat, in the current 2 sets? Blue and green is... Who's blue and green? Ari? Yeah, true. And Ornn. Thank you. Ornn and Ari. Okay. 4 mana tap, play a ready 3 sprite unit token with temporary. And it costs 1 less for each friendly unit with temporary. I have no idea how good that is. I don't know how many sprites you can make. I mean, we have her signature spell. I might have to look at that. All right, let me see what this does. 2 mana, 2 power. Lilting Lullaby. Reaction, okay. Counter a spell its controller can't play spells this turn. Oh. Well, you can react to this, by the way. But, oh. Hmm. Yeah, you can't, Wait, what do you mean you can't defy it? Yes, you can defy it. Oh, wait, you can't because it's 2. You're right. You can't defy it. Yeah, you have to win wall. You'd have to win wall it. You can ambush it. Yeah, you can. I don't think it's as strong as you guys think, honestly. I don't think it's as strong as you guys think necessarily. It's a hard counter to Diana. Not necessarily, because then you'll, like, most of Diana's cards are reaction speed, right? Like, you'll just stack, like, two reactions on top of this to buff Diana just to be safe. And they are deramping a lot. It stops a lot of archetypes. I don't know about that, man. I don't know if it stops a lot of archetypes. Like, it stops, for example, like Vex Ezreal, right? Like, it stops Ezreal. Versus Ezreal, this is solid. Like, it's good versus Ezreal, for sure. No question about that. Kaisa, it doesn't stop Lux. Lux only plays 1 spell, man. How many spells does Lux spell play in response? 1. Maybe 2. And Lux is usually playing either, let's say, they're playing Dragunder, or they're playing Falling Comet, or they're playing, like, these are all like 5+ mana cost spells. This is the same as if you were to play Not So Fast. Same thing. Like, Lux doesn't stop at all. Lux doesn't play more than 1 spell on your turn. Ambush counters this card. It doesn't give a crap. Correct. So you can play units. That's true. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good counter spell. It is. It's like if you're running her, you probably never run Windwall, right? This is just better Windwall. So you can not run Windwall. You can just run this, but I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's broken. Really, I really don't. I just think it's good. It's very good versus Ezreal. Like, if Ezreal is super meta, it's very good versus Ezreal. Sure. And play a ready 3 sprite unit token with temporary. So we saw her signature, her champion unit gains +1 for every temporary token, and it gives them tank. I mean, how much sprite generation are we gonna get? Because we don't have that much sprite generation. I don't know. I think we need way more cards to really tell. I think we need more. I think it's too early to tell how good this is. I'm gonna reserve my opinion for her. I don't know. It's strong to be able to generate non-stop units that have accelerate. Like, that's a strong ability. And every time you do it, you can do it for cheaper. That's kind of strong. And we've seen 1 card that synergizes with sprites, which is her champion unit. It doesn't massively synergize, but it decently synergizes. It makes holding easier, for example. And green kind of likes to hold. I guess time will tell. I guess we'll see. But yeah, it needs more sprite cards, correct. And this is a solid card. Like, it's a good signature. Green almost always wants to play counter spells. So yeah, solid. I don't think it's as broken as you guys think it is. All right. Now, I said I was super excited about Leblanc. Because she would be a tricky character to play. I was very excited to see her. What makes me more excited is she's the same color as Lux, and I have a very good grasp of that color. So, oh man, I kind of read what she does. I haven't thought about it at all because I was just waking up. So let me read this properly. I don't even remember what it says exactly. So when you hold or conquer, you may discard one and exhaust me to play a ready reflection unit token there. It becomes a copy of another unit there. Give it temporary. So there is always going to be in a battlefield. You're getting a copy of a unit you own, but it's a temporary copy. So it only lasts until your next round start, correct? I'm not mistaken. What is the wording for temporary? I want to be exact here, because I never play temporary cards. I don't think this works like that. I think I need... How do I choose temporary, chat? Did I not look for it? Oh my god, bro. Wait, oh wait. Kill at the start of its controller's beginning phase before scoring. Okay. Okay, so they last on your opponent's turn. It's just at the start of your turn they die. That's fine. Okay, so you're making a copy of a card you own on the battlefield you own. And it's going to last you for a turn. It's good for holding. Sure, sure. So in reality, I mean, like, my mind goes to, like, blue buff immediately. Like, for cards that are very strong just for existing. That's where my mind goes. But we talked about blue buff. And we really like blue buff in green and not yellow. Right? Alright. Okay, so my first thought goes to Renata, because I've been playing a lot of Renata lately. If I have double Renata on the board, is there any... I mean, I can score 2 points immediately for 8 mana. How scary is that? Okay, hear me out. You capture with Renata. Don't you just win the game if she survives? Because if you hold with Renata, you make a copy of her, you pay 8, you score 2 more points after holding. If you conquer with her, yeah. So okay, if you conquer with her as well, same applies. You can just immediately score 2 points and win the game. So if you're on 5 with a Renata on your base and you conquer with her, you go to 6, you pay 8, you just win the game immediately. Isn't that kind of nuts? She's not ready. Guys, you play Renata in your base, and you just leave her there. Okay? You don't get the abilities? Of course they do. Wait, what? She doesn't have to be ready, chat. She doesn't have to be ready to use her abilities. She just needs to be at a battlefield. Use my abilities only while I'm at a battlefield. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, she summons them at the battlefield. It becomes a copy of another unit there. There. Second ability exhausts. Oh. Oh, yeah, you're right. Ugh. You're right. You can't instant score. Look at the reflection token. Do you guys have the reflection token? I don't have it. Can you show me the token? Man, I feel like there has to be something here. I feel like there has to be something here. Glasgow mixologist. You have to remove color filters? Oh, thanks. Okay. Reflection. I become a copy of something when played. I don't get that card's play effects. Yeah. That's fine. Sure. Yeah, on-play effects are things like when I'm played, right? Because basically what it says is the card is not played. So if I have a Watcher on play, gives -3. Right, right. You can't copy Watcher. You can copy Watcher. It's just not going to give -3. Let's think. I think where she's going to suffer is draw. Like, she'll have a hard time with draw. Because you're going to want to abuse this. You're going to want to tap this all the time. I think Echo is really... Echo doesn't work with the temporary. Your runes get cleaned up after the draw phase. After the end phase. Awaken, beginning, channel, draw. Echo dies in the beginning phase. The runes get cleaned up after the draw phase. Here's a problem with Echo, chat. I don't think Echo works, period. I might be wrong here. But my understanding for Echo is that you have to recycle him. I don't think you can recycle a token. He does? Why? How do you recycle a token? Explain it to me. You can? You can recycle a token? You can recycle tokens? They just go out of play? It just ceases to exist. Riot confirmed tokens can be recycled. They just don't go into the deck. What? The thing is, this is Death Knell. When a token dies, it disappears. You no longer have anything to recycle. It says, Death Knell, recycle me to gain your runes. When a token dies, it's no longer there. So maybe theoretically a rune is recyclable, but when a token dies, it disappears. How can you recycle something that's not there anymore? You understand? A dead token is a non-existing token. How do you recycle something? How do you recycle air? I don't know, man. I feel there's gonna be they're gonna have to change something about that. Death Knell triggers before they go to trash. Alright, let's assume Echo works. Let's assume Echo works. Is it really that strong if Echo works? Like, is it really that strong? Because what Valky, so yeah, let's say, okay, you capture with Echo without your original Echo dying, and then let's say you Hidden Blade the Echo, and you draw 2 cards and you get all your mana back. Yeah, people are saying play baited hook. This is pure baited hook, dude. Oh, but I don't want it to be, man. I don't want this to be a baited hook deck. I don't like baited hook. Yeah, baited hook might be insane. I mean, you can play Karthus plus baited hook. You can play like Mixologist to recover stuff from Death Knell. You may play a unit with no cost more than 3. Wait, you may play a unit with no cost more than 3 and no more 1 power from your trash, ignoring its cost. Like, you baited hook this card, but you baited hook a copy of this card. I don't know. Yeah, baited hook is going to be a lot stronger. I can definitely see this being a baited hook deck. Definitely. I mean, this card is nuts. It's a very strong card. There is so much potential here. It does seem... It went from 40 to 65 today on North America. Interesting. Yeah, the card is very strong. There's got to be something else you want to do. You know what we need to look at right now? Well, first things first. Let me have a look at her. Let me have a look at the other yellow units. Ash, Takon. You may kill a friendly unit as additional cost to play. If you do, cost 1 less for each energy it costs, and for each power it costs. Ganking, when attack, defenders must kill one of their units there. Whatever. Mirror image. Choose a unit. Play a ready reflection unit token to your base. Cost a copy of that unit. Give it temporary. This is just basically copy any unit you own from the base. Okay, so no crazy yellow cards. Let me look at specifically yellow-blue units that exist at the moment. And let's go for anything above 5 mana. Alright, let's see what we can make copies of that might be broken. And we're looking for specifically units. Okay. So, what do we have here? No. Not particularly. Ash. Yeah, Ash could be nuts. But she's a play effect. Yeah, that's true. Ash doesn't work. Wait, what does Karma do? When the hell did Karma come out, chat? How have I not seen Karma before? Wait, has Karma always existed? Where the hell is Karma from? I've never seen this card. Is she just bad? Set 1. Okay. Vision. Okay. When you recycle one or more cards, buff a friendly. No wonder I haven't seen her. All right. Anyway. Legion. Your other friendly units have +1 here. Sure. Karina. I mean, Karina kind of sucks, because... Wait, is it readied, though? Play a ready reflection unit token to your base. Ooh. Ooh, so this one is actually readied. Interesting. So you could make a Karina with that. Like, that's a legitimate combo. So, you do make just a lot of tokens. You don't need to target your unit. Oh, wow. You can target enemy units, too. So let's read this again. Choose a unit. Get a ready reflection unit token to your base. It becomes a copy of that unit. Give it temporary. I wonder by copy, does it also give you the buffs of the unit or not? Do you also get its buffs? I'm not sure. Probably not. When I move to the battlefield, play 3 1 token units here. I mean, that's pretty good with Karina. Not broken, but pretty good. Shrove Golem doesn't do anything. Rek'Sai. Nothing special. Glasgow's good overall. Like, Glasgow is actually really, really decent. So that would be like the Death Knell package, I guess. When you play me, it doesn't work. When I hold, nothing special. I don't think the Rumble package does anything. This, we've already talked about. Ornn doesn't do anything. So, no Gearhead. No, I enter ready. Holy crap, this is a card? Who the hell would play 615 I enter ready? What the hell is that? No. Death Knell, play 3 recruit tokens into your base. Harness Dragon's a play effect, doesn't work. He doesn't do anything crazy. I mean, how good is Ladros? I don't know. I don't know. Solari Chief, when you play me, no. When you play me, no. First time a unit dies each turn, draw 1. Thousand-tailed Watcher. Blue Kaisa. Blue Kaisa. I mean, Blue Kaisa can kind of like combo into like Blue Kaisa can actually draw that spell. So like you can play Blue Kaisa, conquer with her, then you can pull out Mirror Image to make another Blue Kaisa, conquer with her, and now you're all of a sudden at a very high amount, which can also pull out any spell you want, right? Like that's kind of a cool combo. Blue Kaisa is not that bad. Because the first Blue Kaisa conquers you. Let's say the first one pushes you to 3. You get this. And then you remake her. Then that pushes you to 4. Then you get a 4-cost spell. It's very expensive, though, to do. How much power is that play? It's quite expensive. Pretty power hungry, though. Yeah. But I mean, theoretically, you might be playing some... I don't know. It is expensive. It's a cool combo, though. Echo makes a lot of sense. Like, he definitely makes sense because you can kill off your own units to, like, make another play that turn. Eva Cheever, definitely not. Mundo doesn't do anything. Riptide Rex does nothing. Nothing and nothing. This is okay. I mean, I don't think any of these cards do anything good. I don't see any crazy combo. Yeah, it's just Death Knell stuff. I think you're right. I honestly think you're right. I think literally what you're looking at here is Death Knell. Period. I think it's just baited hook. Oops. I think it's just this, man. Kill a friendly unit. Look at the top 5 cards in your main deck. You may play a unit from among them that has a might up to 1 more than the killed unit, ignoring its cost. It's just this. It's literally like none of the things I've looked at are even remotely close to as strong as this is. Do we agree on that? Has there been a single combo as strong as this? Copy likes to add 2 energy, potentially 4+ if you can copy, or more than once, maybe. With the Kaisa combo, you could possibly have Malzahar to sacrifice the tokens you're making. Maybe. I think this deck will surprise a lot of people. It'll be incredibly fun to play. Read Attack on again. If LeBlanc discards 1, are you even cheesing hook value? Well, the thing is, so you're being extremely mana efficient. Like, you're literally playing like 5-6 cost units for 0 mana, right? Agreed? Because you're not killing actual units. Like, you have a 5 cost on the board, you capture with it, all of a sudden you're generating like a 6 or 7 cost unit with her. So, because this costs no mana, the baited hook costs no mana. So, you're playing 6 cost cards for 0 mana. Under that argument, playing blue, you can spend all of your mana on stuff like Progress Day, on stuff like Consult the Past. Blue has a lot of draw that is very expensive, right? And because of that, you don't have the mana to draw. Or you're doing nothing. But LeBlanc doesn't spend mana at all. Like, this combo plus baited hook is a 0 mana play. So, theoretically, you can get away with playing stuff like Progress Day, just to have infinite cards. Let's roll down. Thank you for the 18 months, man. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I definitely see potential. It's 1 energy. What is... This is not 1 energy. Oh, hook costs 1 energy. Yeah, okay, sorry, my 1 energy, chat. I didn't even know it costed energy, to be fair. Yeah, you're right, 1 energy. True. Okay, good point. Still, like, super cheap. Super cheap. Yeah, I'm going to resignate this for now to a baited hook deck, which means I might not play her. I might not main her. I was thinking of maining her, but I like spell decks. I'm not a huge fan of baited hook decks, but now when you start thinking baited hook, man, there's so many strong cards you can be running for free. You can be running Watchers with it, which is great. It doesn't have to be Death Knell at all. Like, you can go very greedy with this. All of a sudden, Karina makes sense, by the way. All memes aside, I think Karina makes a lot of sense now. And then you could add stuff like Ladros into it, which we'll get to. No, not Ladros. You could actually even add Ladros. But you can play Ataka now, right? Or, like, let's say you baited hook a Karina, and then you use LeBlanc's signature spell on Karina. Now you have 2 Karinas ready to attack. You attack with both Karinas. Not only do you have 2 Karinas, you also have 6 tokens. Okay? Now you can play Attack-on the 6 tokens and 1 Karina for a free Attack-on, basically. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do. There's a lot of things you can do, chat. Like, I think the baited hook deck is going to be insane. Yeah, I'm satisfied with it. And by the way, one really interesting thing here is, you might say, but yeah, Grappler, if you're running stuff like Karina in the deck, you might top deck bad cards like Karina. I got news for you, brother. This is one of the champions that cares the least about top decking bad cards because she nonstop has to be discarding cards. So if there's some cards in your deck that are not great, those will be the ones you discard. Which is something actually that people are not considering. This allows you to run cards that are not good top decks if you're constantly doing it. Yes, when I attack, the defender must kill one of their units here. Yes, he's very strong in that. He can kill any one unit defense. You're right. You're absolutely correct. And this works really well with her signature spell because it gives you a ready form of that, which means you can kill stuff like Aurelia really, really easily. You are right. Like, this is very strong versus certain matchups. Like, Aurelia cries herself to sleep. Ornn? Like, what the hell does Ornn do when he attacks? Like, this card actually counters a lot. Is that we haven't talked about Atakan yet, chat. Atakan literally destroys many, many decks. Ornn, Aurelia, sure, if you want to talk about Baron, if you want to talk about, like, etc. LeBlanc makes reflections ready to... No, she doesn't. What? No, this doesn't ready reflections. When you conquer or hold, you may discard one and exhaust me to play a ready... Chat, I obviously knew that, okay? I was playing the dumb streamer role so you guys can engage more in chat to give YouTube more reasons to recommend me. It's like, oh, look how active his chat is. And now that I have baited you guys to being active in chat, I can finally confirm that I know that it's ready and that it's broken and that stuff like Ladros, you attack, you capture, you ready, you attack, you capture, you're ready, you get all the points, you win the game. There it is. Ah, you all got baited. We were talking about baited hook. I was baiting chat the whole time. I knew that. You baited hooked us. Yep. That's what it is. Holy crap, dude. They're readied. Oh my god. That's nuts. How's that ethical? Wow. Wow. I thought only her signature spell readied them. Bro, this card is insane. She doesn't tap. I mean, she's just crazy good. She's just crazy good. I don't know how you... I mean, I know how you beat her. You beat her by never letting her capture or hold, basically. You just don't let her capture or hold. But that's miserable. That is miserable. Yeah, her with baited hook. That's going to be an archetype that's going to be... People are going to complain about this archetype. Oh, wait. Oh, yo! Oh, I can't talk about it, but there's another card you guys don't even know about. Oh my god! You guys don't even know, chat. Holy, you don't know. I want to tell you, but I'm not allowed to. Oh, there's another card. Oh no. Okay. I guess you guys will just have to wait. I wish I could say. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's another card. Oh no, there's another card. Oh no, dude! Oh my god, it's such a good combination. Everything fits. Oh, you guys are not even aware. Oh, you guys are not even aware. Oh, so now oh my goodness. Give it, I can't give it to you. I can't, it would be illegal. Holy. Yeah, you guys don't even know. You don't know how repulsive it is. Oh my god, you don't know. Like, you guys think you know? You think you know the level? it's so much higher than that. Alright, let's move along. Moving along, boys. You don't know how good... Okay, moving along. We have Ashe. We have Ash. 5 mana, 1 power, 4 might. When you play me, choose an opponent. They reveal their hand. Choose a card, reveal this way, and banish it. When they hold, return it to their hand. Holding is very hard to do. Very often, this will just be like, nope, you don't get your card back for a long time. Even if she's no longer on the board. And it's one more hand reveal. Correct. Correct. And it's yellow hand denial, which is pretty interesting, to say the least. Yeah, this is good in Lux. I agree. In a Lux deck, this is solid. There's a lot of cards that bother you when you're playing Lux, which is removal for your gears, which is denies, which is like swarm cards. There's a lot of cards Lux doesn't like to see, and this is decent. Because Lux doesn't let you hold, right? Usually Lux doesn't allow holding. You can capture versus Lux sometimes, but on her turn, she's pretty decent at clearing the board, clearing battlefields. So it's going to be hard to get that card back. Also, this card is kind of interesting with Portal. So we talked about it a little bit. It's not like a broken combo, but you can replay it, right? You can copy her again. Now, can you run Portal in a deck like Lux? I'm not sure if you can, but it's not bad. So, for example, you would always play Portal on a Lux in your base, because people do try to kill your Lux in your base. Like, they use removal for her. Although it's an action. So you can't quite actually do it. No, you can't. It's not a reaction. You can't save units with Portal. That's a bit of a shame. You can only actively do this. So you would do this at battlefields, or you would do this just as an active... yeah, I guess. Retreat. We play on LeBlanc. What happens if you use Portal Rescue on one of LeBlanc's images, or one of her reflections? I think this doesn't work, right? Or maybe it does. Okay, hear me out. Tokens disappear. Yeah, okay. Then play it to base, ignoring its cost. They cease to exist. Well, banishing makes things cease to exist as well. I mean, banishing a normal card ceases to exist. Can't play a token. What do you mean you can't play a token? Tokens are literally played, bro. What? You play Victor's tokens all the time. Her token says it doesn't get play effects. You don't need it to get a play effect. Wait. No, you guys don't understand. Let me explain. What the hell, dude? How do I make token work? Reflection. All right. This is a token unit. It says, I become a copy of something when played. I don't get that card's play effects. Oh my god, wait. Wait. This removes temporary. Wait, if I'm correct, I think Portal removes temporary, because the reflection doesn't give temporary, she gives temporary. This just becomes a copy. So if I banish to replay my token unit, I should be able to copy anything without the temporary effect. So I can make a new copy. So I can make a reflection, and I can copy whatever I want for a permanent unit, theoretically. The reflection doesn't copy. Yes, it does. Look, it literally says, I become a copy of something when played. I don't get that card's play effects. You can't banish tokens. Why not? Is that a rule? Where's the rule? Give me the rule. Where's the rule for that? When a token leaves the board, it's gone. When a card leaves the board being banished, it's gone. Banish by definition makes things go away. What does banish do, chat? The portal does not create a new copy. You replay the same card. Yeah, and what is the card? The card is reflection. Tokens are not cards. Yeah, they're tokens. Okay, let me... Banish a friendly unit. We know a token's a unit. Then play it to base. Ignoring its cost. Reflection could be a copy of Gears or Runes. Leblanc is choosing the copy. Leblanc doesn't shoot... When a card is banished, it is placed directly into the banishment zone from its origin. Okay. Okay, so there is a banishment zone. And you're saying tokens can't go to banishment zones. Tokens are created on the board and cannot exist elsewhere. It's still a space that has cards that exist in it. Okay. Cards are placed and are banished. Represented. Cards that have been removed from play in a more difficult to recover way. Okay. Put into any non-board zone. It ceases to exist immediately after moving to its new zone. Okay. Alright, so it ceases to exist. So then you're saying the then play it to base doesn't work because it no longer exists. Is that correct? Am I correct on that? Boo. Boo, my dreams are gone, chat. Boo! Riot, taking away fun. Taking my fun away from me. Oh well, it is what it is. That's a bit of a shame. But yeah, Ashe, interesting card. Could be pretty strong. You could portal her for fun, if you wanted to. Just deny all the cards you put in his hand. The only problem with the combo, again, like I said, is if they ever hold, you lose all that tempo and you just get screwed. That's the issue. So I'm not sure if I would play Portal Rescue with that. But who knows? Alright, let's see. Other than Ashe, what else do we have? Frigid Jewel, a gear for 2 mana. No power cost. Sounds scary. When you draw your second card each turn, give a friendly unit +2 this turn. I would play this in almost none of my decks. I think. I don't think I would play this in any of my decks. But that's my decks. I play mostly spell-focused decks. I mean, it's like it might be okay in Teemo, for example, or like where you're playing, what is it called, Hidden Blade, or if you're playing Consult the Past. There's a few ways you can draw 2 cards on opponent's turns. That's not bad. Stellacorn makes this pretty good, I guess. Yeah, counts your draw, yes. You just need to draw 1 card for it to proc. It makes Stupefy pretty damn good as well. On your turn, not their turn. Unless you have double Stupefy. You know where this is interesting? I find it funny, but this is kind of good on Ezreal. Like, Ezreal can just proc this so easily on opponent's turns, because Ezreal just needs to Stupefy plus play a second ability. And Ezreal's like, oh, look, +2 might. Get wrecked, nerd. This is probably best in Ezreal, because what other champion gets free draw in opponent's turns? Just a free +2 and easy? Yeah. Ezreal can play Called Shot plus... Like, Ezreal has so many ways to draw 2 cards. Yeah, this is good. That's all. I mean, but does Ezreal really need power? Is that what Ezreal cares about? +2 power? Maybe. Maybe you play it on the board. It can make a difference. Okay, interesting. Interesting card. It's good in Control Kai'Sa? Maybe. Yeah, I could see it. Alright, cool card overall. And, bro, Chat, I saw what he does. Bro, this legend, it's like my kind of legend, chat. Like, oh my god. I just want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Okay, we have the virtuoso, Mr. Jhin himself. All right, Jhin. I actually took me a while to learn how to spell Jhin because I'm used to spelling Jhin with DJ, but whatever. When you play a spell, if you spent 4 or more, you may banish it. Then, if there are 4 spells banished with me, put each of it in its trash, channel 4 runes, and draw 1. Oh, that's beautiful. So, it has a weaker draw engine than Lux, but it works on spells that don't work with Lux. So, for example, any spell that costs 4, including repeat spells. And there's a lot of repeat spells in this game, right? So, it doesn't work as well as Lux for draw, but it works on more cards, which means you can play with cheaper spells. You can play stuff like Consult the Past all of a sudden. That costs 4, right? Like, even if it's not hidden, of course. There are red spells that cost 4. Like, there's a lot of 4 costs. The good thing about this that Lux doesn't have, let's draw. Channeling 4 runes that are non-exhausted is insane. So, imagine a world where every time you cast a spell, it costs you 1 power on average. After you've cast 4 spells, you recover all the power you spent those 4 spells. So in general, every spell gives you also 1 power. Think of it that way. Long term, every time you cast a spell that costs 4 or more, you're gaining a free rune. And you're getting a quarter of a draw. That is a beautiful control. Now, is this as good as Kai'Sa? That's the question. How do we analyze that? Well, Kai'Sa gives you 1 free power every turn. Right? Kai'Sa does something very similar. This gives you 1 free power per spell. Kai'Sa gives you 1 free power per turn. Similar, not the same. When you have higher mana, Jhin gets more value. When you have lower mana, Kai'Sa potentially gives you more value. Because there's going to be turns you don't even play a 4-cost spell. This guy gives you 1 draw, which might make up for that. This theoretically could be a stronger deck than Kai'Sa. But we'll see. Yeah, spent, correct. The spell doesn't have to cost 4. You just have to spend 4. Anyway. Hey, thank you for the follow there, Kazu. Thanks, man. This feels very similar to Lux to me. As a card. Anyway. Moving along. We have his champion. Now, am I correct to assume there's going to be 1 more Jhin champion? I don't see it here. Is there going to be 1 more that we haven't seen? There should be. So I want to see the next one. Because usually there's a epic version, right? Of a Jhin. Like, this is the rare version. Let's see what he does. 4 mana, 4 might, not 4 power. Right already failed me, but that's okay. I accept it. Ionian, Jhin the Murderous Artist. He has Deflect, quite annoying. He has Ganking, somewhat annoying. When I move, add. Wow. That is so nice. That is so nice. Woo! That is so good. Better ramp than Lux. Yes, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because Lux, what Lux does is, Lux doesn't cost power, so she doesn't deramp you. Lux is a very good turn 2 play because you have 6 mana on turn 3. This, if you play it on turn 2, you're down to 5 mana. But then again, if you attack with him, you go straight to 6. So it's better than Lux. It's better. But it's different as well. And it has Deflect, which is something Lux doesn't have. Because people will very often do like, what is it called? What is the deal 3 twice? The 2 units. Falling Star, right? Like, you Falling Star Jhin, you know how much power you're going to burn? He's kind of annoying to get rid of. Piercing Light as well, yeah. Bellows, well, Bellows not really because, well, yeah, Bellows Breath, yeah. Stuff like that. You're going to burn a lot trying to kill this guy with Deflect. Because he's at 4. If he was 3, it's less annoying, but at 4, often, like, Red will have to use 2 hits to kill him. And that sucks. That sucks for them. Please Piercing Light or Falling Star Jhin so that I can abandon it. I mean, if they do that, they just lose the game. They deramp too hard. It's too much Deflect. So yeah, I think this is a super strong card. It's unfortunate that you can't play him in purple. If Jhin was purple with like Fight or Flight, yo, can you imagine Jhin if he was instead of blue purple? Bro, if Jhin was purple, that would be so insane. Oh wait, you can play him in purple. Oh wait, you can play him in purple. Oh my god. Oh my... Bro, no, man. You can Ride the Wind, Jhin, and just laugh as you spend no mana. Ride the Wind, boom, move back, boom. Oh my god, bro, what the hell is that? You can play him with Pike. Bro! I don't like this. Ah! Yo, wait, oh no, he's not red. Never mind, we're saved. I was gonna say I'm becoming a... I was literally this close to being a Rek'Sai main, dude. I was this close to maining Rek'Sai. Oh, saved. We don't have to be disgusting purple players. Oh, that was a close call. Wow, okay. Saved. Yeah, Jin's kind of nuts. Right Wing gives him 2 mana, 2 power with ganking. Yeah. Dude, that's an amazing play. Like, Ride the Wind on Jhin. How the hell do you even deal with that? You have Jhin on the board. You Ride the Wind, you gank. You just got 2 mana, 2 power back, which is literally the cost of Ride the Wind for free. And I don't know. Or even better, imagine you play Jhin on the base. On your turn, you attack with Jhin. That's 2 mana. You Ride the Wind, Jhin. 4 mana, you walk back to base, 6 mana. Or 3 mana, 3 power. That's crazy. Like, this fits so well. This is such a strong card. And by the way, you might say, well, 4 Might doesn't let you do that. You think Draven cares? Just give him, like, Assault. Like, repeated 4 Assault. Now he's 8. How are you going to stop that? Let me ask you that. How are you stopping that, chat? And that's very cheap to do, too. Yeah, or just Spinning Axe or whatever. Like, that's a strong... Oh, man. That's a really good Draven card. Like, forget about Jhin card. That's a really good Draven card. With Vilemaw. Riposte. Limit. And Spinning Axe for 1. No recycle. It's nuts. Alright. Next we have Vi Hothead. I really think this is a bad alt art. Like, it doesn't look good at all to me. I'm not a fan, but that's okay. And we have 4 mana, 3 might, Deflect. And for 2 and 1, double my might this turn. How do we feel about that? I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting, dude. I don't know how I feel about it. It's expensive. You can do it multiple times, yes. But when do you really need such high might units? I know it's not once per turn. When do you really need such... I mean, you can pay 6 mana to go to... So if you pay 6 mana, you go to 24 might. That's really good. Right? Like, 6 mana is just instant 24 might. Just 4 mana is already 12 might. Is it instant? Well, you can't do it at a battlefield. You do it when you're in base. So you choose how much you want to go in for. Because it's not an action. You can't do it during battle. But you do it beforehand. Right? If you give her an equipment, that could be really interesting too. Like, you can give her a spell song, at which point... No, that doesn't work, actually. Never mind. But yeah, any equipment would just multiply that. But you don't really need the equipment. She hits hard enough as is. The only downside is, like, if she ever captures, you can't buff her during defense, right? When you're defending with her, you can't buff, which means that she'll just die to anything. Reaction smokescreen. Yo, can you go into negative might numbers, by the way? Do you guys know? Is that possible? Are you able to negative might? Yes. So if you do smokescreen to her, she goes to -2. That's funny, dude. I know it doesn't die. I'm just thinking, like, then you can't even buff her back to normal. That's cute. All right. Smokescreen to -1, yeah, and then when she doubles her might, she goes to -2. That's kind of cute. So then spinning axe only gets her to 1 instead of 3. I mean, it will count as 0 for the combat, but I'm guessing you can go under. Because you have... Yeah, anyway, besides the point. I mean, I don't know, dude. Is it good? It's good for capturing that last point. It's free to play. Like, it has no power cost. You can play this on mana 2. Right? But I feel like there's better cards. Do you really need that hard of... You know where this might work? Okay, guys, listen. You know when you play this versus Ornn or something, right? Like, you play this versus Aurelia or something. You put this in your side list, and it's like, oh, I'm facing an Aurelia. There might come a turn where Aurelia's on the battlefield, and I just gotta drop a 24 might unit just to kill her. I think. Other Vi is way better. I agree. I think the other Vi is better. Well, it's better in Miracle, right? It's not necessarily better in mid-range Draven. Like, wouldn't mid-range Draven use this in side list? Like, you side deck this into Aurelia. And then Aurelia uses Fight or Flight. 625. Have you been watching my stream? You think, bro, have you seen purple? Like, have you seen the cards purple has? Purple doesn't care about anything you can do anymore. You think purple cares, brother? Purple has this and hard bargain. It laughs at your face. Purple couldn't give a crap. Purple's immune to everything. There is no counterplay to purple. Not with the new cards. Purple is god tier now. Do y'all lag when he mashes through slides, or is it just me? I have no idea. Maybe your brain lags. Anyway, that's enough for this. It's a cool side list deck. I don't think you main deck this. I could be wrong, though. Again, I think any card that doesn't have a power cost is useful. We have Dancing Grenade. Now, I've seen this card. This card is weird, dude. I don't know what to think about it. It's deal 2 to a unit for 2 and 1 power. Why would you ever do this? Its controller may then play the spell for 1. If they do, it deals 1 additional bonus damage for each time the spell has been dealt this turn. Why would you play this? Yeah, I was thinking in multiplayer, you can cast this on your ally, on their token, and then he bounces it back to you, you bounce it back to him, he bounces it back to you, and then boom, you kill something, right? You can like toss it around, but I'm just not a fan. I think it's bad as hell. Like, I can't imagine playing this card. Can't you just spend 3 power and 2 energy and deal 2, 3, 4? You can bounce it on your own units, right? Like, to build up, but it's so expensive. It's a hot potato card? Yeah. You can't bounce it on 4 enemy units, guys, because when you deal 2 to a unit, it's then the opponent's turn. The opponent's the one who decides whether he can bounce it. And he can just say no. And now you just spent 2 mana, 1 power to deal 2. Right? It's not you who decides whether it bounces a second time. If it was you who decided to be like an amazing... It would be a broken card. It's whoever's unit gets hit that decides whether we're going to continue bouncing. It says, its controller, the unit's controller, may then play the spell again. The unit's controller decides. It's not you. It says deal 2 to a unit. Its controller may play the spell again for this. If they do, this deals 1 additional bonus damage for each time the spell has been dealt. Deal 2 to your own unit. Replay 4 on his. No, first of all, it would replay 3 on his. And then it costs... You just paid 2 mana, 2 power to deal 3 to an enemy unit and 2 to your own unit. That's weird wording. Again, I think it's a meme card. I don't think it's... Like, it's... You know what this is? This is for people to rage quit when they open packs, and this is what they get. Next. 2 mana... Spell. Okay. I love 2 mana cost spells for some reason. For some reason, they're just always good if they... Like... If it has no power cost, it's 2 mana. I so often am stuck with 2 mana, nothing to do. I think it's going to be good. It's a reaction. It's already good. It has repeat. It's already good. Oh my god, it's broken. Oh my god, this card is so good. Give me that. Jhin loves this card, by the way. Jhin loves this card. Draw 1 for 2. I mean, it's not broken. Honestly, it's not. It's okay. It's an okay card. It's an okay card. It's probably good in Jhin. Probably. It's decent in Ezreal. It's 3 mana draw 2 in Ezreal. In Ezreal with Vex on the board, it's 2 mana draw 2. Or even 1 mana draw 2. I don't even know what it is. Push with Vex and Ezreal in base. Yeah. Literally just the same thing already exists. Yeah, we already have. But it's not the same because you can play it for 2 mana draw 1. Like that's an upside. There's a version. It's 2 mana draw 2. It's for Jhin. I know it's for Jhin. I agree it's for Jhin. It's decent. It's not broken. It's decent. I don't know if you have space in a deck to play it. But yeah, sure. But we'll take it. Like at this point, I would much rather run the 4-cost hidden spell. Because it can be 1 power draw 2. I would much rather probably run even Progress Day. But who knows? Who knows? Alright. We have Upstage Comedy. 2 mana repeat. Ready a unit. Oh my god. Oh my god, this card is so broken. This is so strong with Jhin. Because he gives you just mana whenever you move. It's also really good for like Miracle Draven. Because you can just ready 2 Rasas and not care. Because usually you need like, what is it called? Bushwhack or whatever. This is just like a really, really useful version of that kind of. Yeah, this card is strong, man. Like, imagine this, for example, in Kaisa capturing as well. So Kaisa captures, draws 1, right? You play this, you can just capture, like, or move her out of the way, or like, it's just useful. It's really good in ganking units. Any unit that has ganking, you can capture, play this, capture, right? You can capture 2 times. This is almost like Ride the Wind. The fact that it costs no power is really strong. You play 2 Jhins, and you ready 2 Jhins. You just get 2. Yeah. If you have 2 Jhins on board, you can capture 2 and move them both back, and now you have... Yeah, that's a niche scenario, but still. It's more flexible than Bushwhack. It is. Because it's a spell. This card is strong. I think it'll definitely see play in some decks. I don't know which deck it'll see play in, but... Yeah, solid card overall. And, wow, I think... That's all the cards we had on the slides. Are there any new cards while I was doing all of this? Because we've been going for like 2 hours, man. Is there any new cards? Have new cards released, like Chinese cards? I have to have a look here. Riftbound Global. Riftbound Community, Chinese spoilers. Not really, man. It seems like there's nothing new. You have to spend 4 doing 2. Cost spell repeated works. Yes, correct. We've already seen Diana. Yeah, nothing new, I think. We can make fun of the new ban list. It's cute. Alright, that's it for reveals. We could play some decks. We could play a few games. Which one today you think is most meta? That's a very good question. Let's do the YouTube outro really quick, and then we can talk about that. All right. So that is all for today's card reveals. This was a very long one. I hope you guys liked the insight and enjoyed the video, and I will see you all tomorrow for even more reveals. We'll be going for the next 2 weeks. Peace! Or we can also say, if you liked the video and you want to see more, well, we're going to be here every day with more and more reveals. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! All right, perfect. Mublo, thank you for the follow, man. Thanks. Leblanc and Diana seem the strongest, but Kha'Zix and Lilia seem good. That's a pretty good actual evaluation. So, most meta-defining. I think LeBlanc might be insane. I think Vilemaw is an insane tech versus certain decks. I think Abandon is annoyingly powerful and are in a very, already very strong deck list. I think Insightful Investigator is actually quite solid. I think Kha'Zix has a lot of potential. A lot of it. Nidalee solid. Ivern, I'm not sure about Ivern. I'm not sure. I think if he works properly with Aspirant's Climb, that's a very strong win condition for 1 game only. But yeah. I'm not sure about like his other 2 games for a best of 3. Jhin is very cool. I'm definitely going to be playing Jhin. I'm definitely going to be trying to play Jhin. I just don't know if I want to play unit-heavy Jhin. And, like, this card kind of, like, asks you to do it because of it costing 4 and it having repeat and having no power costs. And then you have a really good unit as well, which gives you mana, which gives you draw and mana. Like, you know? You know what I'm saying? Watch Jhin be bad. Well, here's the thing. You can already play Jhin with the entire Kaisa package. Do you understand? You can literally play Jhin with Kaisa's cards, and it's a solid deck. With just this being the champion card, right? Like, you could just take this and change nothing about Kaisa. And the deck is playable. And I think it would do good. So, I don't think Jhin can be bad. I just don't think so. Kaisa deck minus Watchers. More hit and run. You want to run 3 Kaisa in Jhin? You can run the Kaisa, sure. If you want to. I mean, I would play it more like Lux. Lux without the... what do you call it? Lux without the obvious armory, right? Is Jhin about banishing 16 mana, so you draw from then on? Well, he's about playing 16 mana or more, and then getting ramp, right? It's about having very... It's about being able to play like 3 to 4 big spells a turn. Because you have 12 mana. You want to just stay at 12 mana all the time. So he gets less punished with power costs, basically. He just has really big mana pool. I think that's how you play him. There's going to be a few annoying things that he can't deal with. Like, for example, I think this card is going to be good versus Jhin, probably. I think... What is the card that doesn't let you play cards in red? The unit. I think that's an annoying card to deal with. But yeah. Wouldn't you possibly play more than 4 plus yeah in Jhin than you would in Kai'Sa? Yeah, probably. But Kai'Sa already has a lot as well. There's a lot of good repeat red cards that hit 4 or more. I mean, yeah. Really cool reveals. Some underwhelming reveals. I was hoping Vex would be cooler. I'm not really satisfied with Vex card. Because I did want to play Vex. 0, 0, 0 Teemo cards. Like, nothing to do with Hidden. So Teemo is in a very sad state, I think. You would cook with Ivern? Well, we need to see more Ivern support cards. We don't have anything for Ivern at the moment. Diana seems pretty bad, right? No, not necessarily. I just think, like, Ezreal's better. Like, I think Ezreal's better. No equip cards as well. Sad Azir noises. Oh, Azir's getting so gutted because that new green card that you can't do damage to it unless you have 8 or more might, I think just destroys Azir. How do you deal with that? I don't know. I just don't know. Is your card playable in Teemo? I can't say because I'd be giving up the colors at that point. Because I said it's not purple, so I'd be telling you whether it's blue or not. Like, you guys think you're smart. You think you're going to catch Grappler. Because I told you 2 days ago it's not purple, and Teemo's blue-purple, and you're like, well, can you play it in Teemo? Listen here, brother. Anyway, can't even kill that Valma with Imperial Decree. You can't, no. Well, you can do it with Imperial Decree plus, like, Bellows, but not with units. Blink twice if yes. Then is it good at Draven? I'm not going to say, guys. Relax. You'll see it when you see it. You'll see it when you see it. Something you know works well in LeBlanc. Maybe Sunny's card. LOL. We know it's blue because you said playable in Lux and LeBlanc. First of all, I never said that. Second of all, it could be yellow as well. What? Any mech reveals? I'm liking Rumble. Nothing yet. Not really. If Azir dips out of the meta, then -1 matchup for Lux. Smile. True. No quick draw cards, no hidden cards. He says he knows a card. Might not be his. True as well. Alright. What do we do for the rest of the stream? What do you guys want to do? I don't think we're going to get Chinese cards in the next few minutes. Q League of Legends? No. I don't think so. I think Bird is the strongest card in the game. Rate the fake ban list that could be real. Alright, send me the ban list. Let's see it. Let's see what's getting banned, boys. I want to see it. Oh my god, okay. We got it here. Reddit. Rumored ban leaks. Alright, boys, prepare yourselves. We are about to find out what is getting banned. Riftbound ban list leak. Call shot banned. Fighter flight banned. Stellacorn herder banned. Reaver's row banned. Dazzling aurora banned. 2 per deck. Defy. Riposte. Challenge. Relentless pursuit. Hard bargain. Call the weak. Sabotage. Imperial decree. Fine dance. Watcher. Limited to 1 per deck. Oh, there's more. Rebuke. Stack deck. Not so fast. Time warp. Falling star. Ride the wind. Punch first. Charm. Bushwhack. Last rites. Rasa. Thermobeam. Brynhir. I'm trying to think in what world this is possible. Like, I'll be honest with you. Honestly, there's a small % chance that all of this is true if Riposte wasn't on this list. Because that's a champion spell. And I cannot imagine a world where they limit a champion spell for a champion to not be allowed to be a 3 of. But if they somehow did, why would they do this to Fiora out of all the champions? Why Fiora? Nah, dude. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is retarded beyond belief. No shot, brother. Like, they should have put a little bit of thought into it. Like, did they even think? So yeah, I'm gonna say no. Oh, Defiant Dance as well. True. I missed that. You're right. It's fake and nonsense. Insane number of changes. No chance it's real. It's fake, but the thought of somebody running more than one time warp is hilarious. Renata does. It's grossly fake. Yeah. Bait used to be believable. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. If I was to do a ban list... Chat, shall we make a ban list? Is that what we should do next? Shall we develop a ban list to fix the entire meta? To fix the game? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's time, boys. We are gonna fix the game. Alright. Oh, by the way, this... Wait a sec. Profile. I have a Harry Potter bodybuilding videos being recommended. Alright. Alright, chat, let's fix the game. We're fixing Riftbound. I've appointed myself as the official ban list creator. You're all welcome. Let's do this. Ban list for set 3. Alright. Alright, boys. What needs to be banned? What do we need to ban? Dumbbells? No, dumbbells are fine. Everyone's saying called shot. Everyone's saying cold shot. Everyone thinks, Dazzling Aurora. The color purple. That would be a good meme one. Cold shot. Alright, hear me out, chat. Hear me out. The Gigaplate. So, purple is a menace for so many different reasons, right? Wouldn't it make more sense just to ban purple Ezreal? Doesn't that kind of fix purple? If purple Ezreal is gone, Cold Shot's kind of okay, right? Or it requires a lot of setup. It needs like... what if we just ban purple Ezreal? And then all of the shenanigans of all this repeat nonsense is just gone. If they want to do some of that nonsense, they got to play Vex, which is kind of an expensive unit. If we're really going to ban something, they still have blue Ezreal to play with, by the way. So we're not really, like, destroying Ezreal. We're just removing the purple option. Okay, Ezreal might not be the Giga champion like that it used to be. Maybe it's going to go down to, like, C tier, D tier. But if we just remove purple Ezreal, all of a sudden purple feels kind of fair. It still has the annoyance that it currently does. We don't want to gut purple and remove its, like, identity, but... Alright. I think this is great. That's a good start. Yeah, sucks for easy players. Forced to use blue easy until new one. But oh well, for the good of the game. Alright. Wait, I can't type this much. Alright. What else do we have? Please be professional. Put the whole name of the card. Ellen Zekiel's enter the chat. What else can we ban? What else would we need to do to fix the game? What else is a problem? Draven's a problem. We all agree Draven's a problem. How do we ban a card or two to fix Draven's issue? Why is Draven destroying everyone? Well, first of all, Miracle Draven gets gutted by the purple Ezreal play. But mid-range Draven is still going to be annoying. No, this also kind of helps with Detonate, because again, purple Ezreal is one of the reasons purple Miracle Draven exists. You can't errata Draven to be 1-drop per turn, because that's not an errata. That's a nerf. That's different. Adding Exhausted Draven is a card change, a nerf. That's not how it works. We need to find a way to fix it with a card ban. What card, if Draven didn't have access to it, would make Draven a lot weaker? Obviously, Mind Splitter. Obviously, Bryn here. Those would make him weaker. Pharos would make it weaker. Fight or flight. But I think we've done enough for purple. I think we need to look at the red components of red Draven. Of mid-range Draven. I think Miracle Draven with the purple Ezreal is enough to make it get a bit more in line. What red card can we ban? I think if we get rid of Pharos, it's enough. But the problem is we're over-nerfing Rumble if we do that. Like, Rumble gets giga destroyed. Like, Rumble's already in a really bad spot. You remove Pharos, and what the hell does Rumble do? You ban purple Ezreal. What is Ezreal's legend going to use? Blue Ezreal. I literally wrote that. Yeah, sucks. Forced to use blue Ezreal until the new one. Yeah, it is what it is. Is super damn strong, but you're right. That would screw Rumble. How good is Draven without Spinning Axe? Talk to me. If Draven doesn't have Spinning Axe, how good is he? Wait, what is Draven's signature spell? Is Spinning Axe a Sig? Or not? It is a signature spell, right? Yeah, we can't ban it. That wouldn't work. You just use Longsword. No, because Spinning Axe is reactive. You can play as a reaction. How does mid-range Draven draw? From his champion, of course. From his legend. Yeah, legend, yeah. It has quick draw? Okay, got it. You're right. My bad. I was thinking of the other sword from yellow. Limiting Falling Star. Yeah, but purple Draven doesn't really care that much about limiting Falling Star. Stack deck. I think we've hurt purple enough. I need a Draven list. Alright, let's have a look at a Draven list. So, decks, deck library, Draven. I need a non-miracle list, but I'm guessing all the top ones were miracle, yeah. Like, everything's miracle these days. Top and mid-range Draven, okay. Let's have a look. So for mid-range Draven, I mean, if we were to get rid of Overzealous Fan, that would be a pretty hard hit, wouldn't it? Or am I wrong? Maybe not hard enough. Also, like, they did nothing wrong. I would not mind banning Bryn here, honestly. I think Bryn here, first of all, is bad for the game. I don't think it's healthy for the game. And I think without Bryn here, Draven can't do those all-in plays to capture 2 battlefields. I think this would be a good ban. I think this would nerf Draven versus certain matchups pretty hard too. And it's just a toxic card. And no deck needs to have this. Aurelia runs rampant? Maybe. It needs to be in the game against control decks. Yeah, maybe it would make Aurelia too strong. Maybe you're right. You check, can we ban Red Draven? Can we ban Red Draven? Force him to play Purple Draven? Actually, you know what? I don't mind. We could just ban Red Draven. Force him to play, force him to have 4-drops. Force them to have actual 4-drops in the deck. You know, if you don't draw your Kaisi, you're screwed. Just ban Red Draven. Caught up to the live stream. How are we doing? We're making a ban list that would actually fix the game. All right. Ezreal and Miracle Draven have been fixed with 1 card ban. Mid-range Draven has been fixed with 1 card ban. These are massive fixes. Is there anything else that needs to be fixed? I think we're done. That's it. 2 card bans fixes the meta. Perfect tweet. Perfect tweet. We're fixing Riftbound. I've appointed myself as the official ban list creator. You're all welcome. Let's do this. Ban list for set 3. Purple Ezreal, Red Draven. 2 card bans, fixes meta. All Miracle decks fair, no Ezreal. Mid-range Draven, no insta 4-drop. Pay me Riot. Beautiful. Capitalize R, so I'm not offending Riot. But then there's going to be some retards out there who think I'm actually being serious. I'm going to misspell Riot. Perfect. Now, at least the people over 90 IQ can tell it's a meme. Perfect tweet! Holy crap! I'm a tweet expert. Holy crap! That's insane. That's actually crazy. No 0-cost cards. Amazing. I know. You need to specify which Red Draven. It's fine. Let people figure it out. All right. Let's, we should end it with a game or two, I think. Wait, can we play the new set? Yo, we can play Unleashed. Yo, chat, we should make an Unleashed deck. You think anyone's playing Unleashed, though? Is anyone playing that? I kind of want to make an Unleashed deck. I kind of want to try Jhin. On my way home, what did I miss? We're finished with the card review. It's like 2+ hours, Tams. I'm sorry. You don't have to like giga edit it, and you already have the cards like from the slideshow, so it's gonna be easier for you. But yeah, Tams, it was long. Good luck, brother. I don't envy you. It's a lot of editing. Yep. A lot of back and forth. It's fine. You used the slides. I did. Tams blame Riot for releasing 40 plus cards. True. It wasn't 40 plus. I only saw 30 something, like 33. And there was no Chinese cards at all. So yeah. LeBlanc hook, yeah. Jesus Christ. This next set is gonna be it's gonna be interesting. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a little worried. I feel like there's some power creep happening. I do. I'm a little worried about this next set. I hope it comes together. I feel like next set, Lux is going to be unplayable. in her current iteration. Like, do you guys feel the same? Because some of these archetypes, especially like the LeBlanc baited hook, how the hell can you keep up with that? How do you stop LeBlanc baited hook, chat? Is that even possible? Like, as a Lux player? No, this is not a digital card game. This is an IRL card game. How long before we are able to give minus points? What do you mean? You know what I'm going to do? I'm in the mood. I'm going to play a game or two of Renata. Let's play Renata. Space Poppy. What's up, brother? We're gonna play normal Renata, I think. Alright, let's make it happen. I just want to build 1,000,000 coins and just destroy him. Alright. We both start with 1 point. Is this Grappler for real? Yes. Bro, the last couple of opponents all recognize me. We're getting famous on YouTube. Look at that. Holy. Oh, this is a bad matchup. It doesn't matter. It's fine. What's good, bro? Looking to lose to a Victor. You came at the right time. Good luck, have fun. Fix camera? Yeah, I'll fix it. You main Lux? Oh god, he mains Lux. Cheating on Lux with Victor? Can't forgive that. You're going down. Let's go. Alright. You will run Rocket Barrage Factory Recall, and there was one more gear counter. Alright, boys, here we go. I'm gonna mulligan. Wait, I can't mulligan yet. It's too late. I already clicked mulligan. This should be bad versus Victor, right? Like, he kills us in 1,000,000 ways. Like, call the weak. That's really bad versus Victor. Hidden Blade sucks versus Victor. Oh, well. Alright, no roll. I always roll 1. I know what to do. Alright. He's first. Let's see it. How the hell do we beat a Victor, chat? How are we gonna beat a Victor? Alright. Well, 1, 2, this, and pass, I guess. That's really good for us. That's, like, really, really good for us. Chat, we're gonna best of 1 him, and we're not gonna give him a rematch, and we're gonna run away like cowards. Like absolute cowards. Okay? You understand? We got a battlefield point? That's not my problem. Not my problem, brother. It's fine. I'm surprised he didn't play it over there. Easy capture. It's a point. Go to 2. Yeah, I know. Right. Tap. Generate some dinero. Beautiful. Oops. Like I said, beautiful. Now we have 4 mana available. I could hide a card here. I could hide Hidden Blade if I wanted to. I think I will, because this is almost always dying. And it's not always dying, but it's almost always dying. And we're going to keep mana up for this and this. I would love to be able to hold, but we're not going to hold very often. 3. It's annoying as hell. It's really annoying. I can't tap it. I just built it. All right, he's gonna try to kill this off, I think. We'll see. I'd rather kill this. I'll let him capture this whenever he wants. I don't really care. All right, okay. Okay, he doesn't have Wages of Pain. Oh wow. So we gain a coin, which is nice. And I think, what is my play now? I think my play is supposed to be play this guy. I don't want to play this guy until I have more units on the board. I think it's just this. I held to 3. I think this is fine. I'm so bad at the game. I'm so bad at the game. I used the wrong card, dude. I'm so bad at the game, bro. This guy's main deck in Pickpocket Liar. Yeah, people who main deck pick. I mean, it kind of makes sense if you're going to be playing Treasure Hoard, right? As your first opener. Kind of. It makes sense, right? That's fine. He actually can't capture this anymore. I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, he saw my play, right? 1, 2, 3. He did see that play. That was a bad play by him. Okay. Let's see. We got a 4. Tap. Generate another one of these. I think this is the best turn to play this and this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't want to deal with Imperial Decree. I'm going to drop this guy now. Boom. Beautiful turn. Do I ever play Ravenbloom Student here? I think versus Imperial Decree, it's really annoying. I give him a lot of value. He can Imperial Cull the Weak. I need to be able to recapture this no matter what. So Imperial and Bellows is annoying too. Mana up for Stupefy. Let's just put it. It's whatever. All right. Yeah, that's my main concern. If he has Imperial Bellows, I think we lose. If he doesn't have Imperial Bellows, we might be okay. This protects me from Imperial Cull the Weak. That's what I'm going to play around mostly. Well, let's hope he doesn't have the combo. Guys, it's 7. Because next turn I could just capture into Time Warp if I want. Vengeance. Deflect 2. One more deflect, no? Rune. Mind Rune. Where's the deflects? Oh, gold, okay. Got it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. We've got full mana here. gonna kill this off. Draw 2. Okay. I get 2 gold. Dun, 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 dun. All right, as long as I can capture a spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. No! He's cheating! Chat, we're gonna lose. Chat, we're actually gonna lose. It's over. We lost. We actually lost, boys. He's gonna go to 8. Chat, he's gonna go to 8. I can't win. I can't get to the battlefield. Do I have anything in my deck that gets me to a battlefield here? I think there's nothing that accelerates in my deck, is there? Wait, how do I survive? Time warp? Time warp doesn't do anything, chat. Oh wait, you're right. I can actually time warp. Holy crap, you're right. Wait, I can actually do that. You're right, right. Wait. I can actually time warp. Echo. Wait. Okay, so. Okay, so. I need a time warp. I'm going to try to draw first. Bing. Didn't get it. Okay, it's time warp now. That was a 1. Okay, so we do 1, 2 on this. And we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we play this guy, I think. Wait, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can play 2 more mana. Okay, so we do 1, 2 on his thing. I'm not at 5 points now. I think I am. Maybe I am. Am I at 5, chat? We are at 4 points, crap. What? So I'm at 4. I'm at 4, right? Oh, wait! No! Wait, you're right, chat. You're right. You're right. Oh my god. You guys made me lose the game, you idiots. Alright, it's over. It's over, boys. Actually trolling. Echo. Chat, I'm leaving out of shame. No! Shame quit. I'm shame quitting. Bro, I thought we had it. I thought we had him, boys. I thought we had it. Oh, we were so close. I thought we had it. I thought we had the play. Chat, he cheated. He wiped my entire board. It's unfair. He legit cheated me. Damn it. We lost. We lost, boys. You're not on 5 points. You're right. I'm not. We cheated ourselves. Sad. I was like, why are we not hidden blading their unit? Well, why would I hidden blade their unit? They had enough tokens to kill my board. What do you mean? They had 6 mana open. Why would I ever hidden blade their unit? What? What? Alright. I had to draw for answers. I really want to play Unleashed, man. I really want to make an Unleashed deck. Chat. Type what if we should make a Jhin deck and play some Jhin. I think Jhin looks really fun. I want to play Rek'Sai, but Rek'Sai is still lacking a lot of cards to be viable. I also really want to play Pyke. I think Pyke could be insane. Made a Jhin deck. Do you want to go from there? I think Jhin needs more cards from Unleashed right now. I don't think so. I think you can build them like a Lux, sort of. Yeah, the Chinese cards are not out yet. Hmm. Oh, they don't have it here, you mean? Pretty Rek'Sai is more viable than Renata. Yellow Rek'Sai is super strong. Oh, did I say Rek'Sai? I meant to say Kha'Zix. Sorry. It's all in arena already. Nice. Yeah, we'll do that. I think we'll do that maybe next stream. We'll put a deck together. How are the games been tonight? We didn't play almost any games. We played mostly just reacting to the new cards. There's so many new cards, dude. My brain's already a little bit fried. I think I'm probably going to call it here, guys. We finished the reactions. Tomorrow, depending on how fast we finish, I think we can try some new decks. I want to play Jhin. I'm waiting for some Kha'Zix cards to come out just to play Kha'Zix properly. It was you? Space Poppy, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I had to rage quit. GG's, man. Good game, dude. Yeah. I had to rage quit. I needed one more point to make my play work. I couldn't use gold for mana. I was at 4 instead of 5 points. But yeah. Yeah, tomorrow we'll make a new deck. I want to see if I can play Jhin similar to Lux. And then, if we get enough Kha'Zix support, I'll play Kha'Zix as well. And if we can get anything cool... I mean, I don't want to play Pyke, because I think Pyke's going to be a miracle list, and I think that's kind of sad. We can definitely do Ahri. We can do, like, OTK Ahri. That could be nuts. You know, just a lot of cool things. Hey, thank you for the follow there, Space. Thanks, man. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's stream and today's content. If you haven't followed, consider doing so. Half a year of Amazon Prime. Thank you. Hey, thanks. Thank you, Vanquish. Thanks, man. Yeah, if you haven't followed... Hey, I'm talking, Vanquish! Stop interrupting me. Yeah. If you haven't followed, follow me immediately. Now. Don't delay it. The button's right there. There's a heart-shaped button. You can just click, you know. Alright. See y'all tomorrow. Thanks for the good times. And thanks for making reveals easier, because I know I read a lot of things incorrectly. You guys made it very simple. Tams will edit all that out. On YouTube, I'll look like a genius. That's all that really matters. Are you famous? Maybe one day I will be. Not yet. Alright. Later, friends. Have a great one. And until next time, you know what it is. Peace! Oh, and watch the vlog. True. Watch the vlog. It's on YouTube.